Body Basic. Call 254-BODY to get your body back. The Basics and the Seat Pros. So buy your side to maximize yield. From the word go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros, Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Switter, they're safe, reliable Switter for all your transportation needs. And Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee Bakery, Deli, Grocery, Meat Department, and Pharmacy, always there for you. Your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic, they go the extra mile for you. Olson's BP, great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel that keep you going company. Olson's BP in Atlantic. And Oak Point Wealth Management. Oak Point Wealth Management. Call Aaron Friend today or visit oakpoint.com. oakpointwealth.com. Benning Carpentry in Atlantic, where experience meets excellence. Call Matt Benning today at 515-490-6966. And Rancho Grande, authentic Mexican food on West 7th Street in Atlantic. Here we go. The Trojans in their black jerseys, black helmets, got the white pants on tonight. Cyclones coming out to warm up as well in their traditional uniforms. And well, I'll tell you what, guys, this is where you want to be this time of year. You want to be relevant. And more of the Trojans relevant undefeated district play. They've won 4 straight football games, and the Harlan Cyclones only lost to Carroll in district action, and they come in with a record of 3-4 on the year. But as you'll hear from Todd Blatt a little later on, they have gotten much, much better, and they've got that running game going here as we head to this one tonight. 71 degrees right now. We'll get to the kickoff temperature here in about an hour. We'll kick this off at 7 o'clock. But what a big game in Class 3A District 6, Perry Fief.
I know, and it's like it used to be years and years ago between Harlan and Atlantic. I mean, it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be a tough battle tonight. It's going to be really fun.
Last time Atlantic beat Harlan was right here, only it's a whole different scenario.
Right.
It was the grass field and a huge crowd. Atlantic won that game in overtime. Sean O'Brien had the big hit. Andy Green scooped up a fumble in OT, and that gave Atlantic the win. They went on to win them all. They were the Class 3A state champions back in 2002. So this is a Trojan football team that has a tremendous running attack. They have a Class 3A state leading rusher in Ethan McNeil, and paving the way for him all year long has been Gavin McLaren, the South Dakota State University recruit.
Yep, and I know, like I tell everybody at work and at other places, like, we've got actually an offensive guard that's a fullback, because when he's not running and plowing people over, he's blocking and plowing people over.
Yeah,
it is just fun to watch.
You know, when he was recruited, I think the question was, would you rather block somebody and knock them down or score a touchdown? He said, I think I'd rather block somebody. And they said, you're hired. We'll see you here in a couple of years. And there's Gavin McLaren heading to South Dakota State University. Hey, let's go down to Kevin Ferguson. Kevin, your take on this big one tonight.
I think he went to...
okay, we don't have him. Okay, well, we'll get back with him a little bit later on. When you look at the team numbers here for Atlantic, they've rushed for 1,851 yards, averaging 7.2 yards a carry. And the Trojans have only passed for 388 yards. They're averaging about 6.9 per catch, though. They haven't thrown much, but when they have thrown, they've had some big yardage. Harlan, they're a little more balanced on the offensive end. They have rushed for 1,119 yards, 5.5 yards per carry, 1,134 passing for 15.3 yards per reception. So the Cyclones can do it both. They've got a tremendous quarterback in Gabe Arkfield. And, when you hear from Coach Brummer, he's going to tell you that Arkfield may be the best quarterback that the Atlantic has seen all season long, Perry Fief.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, yes, we've seen some good quarterbacks, but this dude, he sounds, last week we were supposed to see a good quarterback, and we kind of shut him down. I don't know. We've been seeing good quarterbacks all year, and we've been kind of shutting them down besides the Crescent quarterback. Besides him, we've done pretty good against quarterbacks.
Yeah, Tanner Ray's had a great year. Despite Crescent winless on the season, they're the best winless team I've seen ever. And Ray, if you look at the 3A stats, he's right in there in a lot of different categories.
Yeah.
He's tremendous. Kevin Ferguson, how important is it going to be to get pressure on the quarterback tonight?
Huge. That's all I can say. It's just going to be huge.
You sound like Scott Jefferson.
Well, I kind of do.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You know, Tom, and that's worked all year. It works at every level. You know, if you can get back there and rattle that quarterback a little bit and get him in an uncomfortable situation, that's what works. It's just simple. Well, from here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good point. Well, I'm watching the special teams will be a big deal. We'll hear from Perry about that later on. Robert Delgado is punting and doing some kickoffs. It's interesting. I watched him punt. He was really getting them up there, and I might be the backup here. I know Ellison has been kicking off as of late. Xander Killian has a 42-yard field goal to his credit. And so we'll see. But boy, Delgado down there, you guys, number 79.
I was watching.
Yeah, he's
But
really.
he's not really. One time he's booting one 60 yards, and the next one he's shanking one in bleachers. So he's got to get more consistent, I think.
Well, our pregame show rolls on. We're going to hear from Atlantic Activities Director, Mr. Andy Mitchell. We'll hear from our seniors coming up on our Senior Spotlight. That'll be coming up here in a moment. That's brought to you by Myron Gross, the strength of teamwork, the reputation for results. And then we'll also hear from our two coaches, Joe Brummer, head coach for Atlantic, and Todd Blatt, head coach for Harlan Community. And our coaches show, that's brought to you by Partners Insurance, your partner through it all. We'll be back with the Senior Spotlight coming up next here on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com, TV, and YouTube, presented by Elvis Haas, your State Farm Insurance agent.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Attention to the early signs of transmission issues. If you notice problems, call 2nd Street Auto. Ignoring these symptoms can only lead to very costly repairs. Check engine light on, knocking, late to shift, stall, or slip. Save yourself the headache and money and get into 2nd Street Auto today. If you run into problems and can't get on the road, 2nd Street Auto is not going to let you down. If you're in the KSOM KS95 listing area, your tow is free. 2nd Street Auto in Atlantic, getting you back on the road and keeping you there. Welcome back to Pregame on KS 95.7 FM, our live stream, WesternIowaToday.com TV and YouTube with Atlantic Athletic Director Andy Mitchell getting ready for this football game tonight. Boy, I tell you what, you certainly want to be in this position every football season, and that's relevancy, and Atlantic certainly is that, undefeated in district play. Coming in here, Mr. Mitchell and Harlan, 2-1. This game has a lot riding on it. Your thoughts on this matchup tonight?
Well, essentially, Tom, if I'm not mistaken, the winner of this gets in the playoffs. Because I believe it not quite guarantees at least second place. I think if we win, we're guaranteed no less than second place in the district. If Harlan wins, could create a tie for the district for second place, and then depends on what we do with Carroll on the following weekend. But yeah, you were when you say relevant, this game is relevant. It's and it's fun to be in a situation like this where there's a lot riding on the game.
Let's talk about some of the other sports going on, and we'll freshen our minds as the cross-country meet at Shenandoah last night. They're course, Atlantic girls really performed well. 3 Hawkeye 10 conference runners. Talk about that.
Yeah, Tom, we finished third as a team with the girls, and right now they're running really, really well. And Coach Varg is just tickle pink, so to speak, with the way they've been running. I know the boys didn't run as well as hoped, finishing 9th, but he said at the same time there's only 13 points that separate 6th through 9th place for the boys. So he goes coin flip of which one you're going to be at in that, one little change here or there, and everything is tad different. But good. Congratulations to the girls though for finishing the team in 3rd, and plus the individual Hawkeye 10 girls as well. And now it's on to state qualifying meet. So excited about that opportunity next Wednesday in Ames.
And that's a similar course, same course as they ran last year. It's not as hilly as some of the courses they do have to tour here to the regular season. But here we are. We're getting into postseason. Volleyball is. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's just neat to get to run on a college cross country course where Big 12 and national meet are held. So really excited about the chance to go back up there.
Let's talk volleyball. 3-2 at the tournament last weekend, and they defeated Exira EHK on Monday. 3-1. After falling the first set, they came back strong and then fell short to a really good St. Albert team last night. Talk about the volleyball crew.
Yeah, I told coaches after the game, I said, even though we lost 3-0 to St. Albert, I thought that was some of the best we've actually played in the games I've seen this year. I thought our defense was very much improved last night. Claire Schroeder, she was all over the place. It was hard to get a ball down to the floor around her, and Reese Harlan and a few other girls. I know J.C. Reed had a couple of real good kills along with Reese, and shoulda, woulda, shouldas on those games. But I think we are well prepared now. We will host Shenandoah first round of regional play. That'll be Tuesday, October 21st at 7 p.m. here at the Atlantic High School. So excited about our opportunities and see what happens there.
You bet. Winner plays either Clark or Red Oak then on Thursday night in that second round. Swim.
Let's hope it's Clark.
Yeah, that's right. Then be back in Atlantic.
Yeah, then we'd be back in Atlantic. So.
What about swimming? They had their home meet and some pretty good performances there. About 5 events won.
Another nice meet. Perry has a few more numbers out than we do, and but I was talking to Faith Larson at the event, and she is knocking some times down, and we were talking about postseason for them as well, and hoping where we're going to end up. And we didn't end up for postseason where Faith wanted to end up. We're going to end up at Johnston instead of Waukee, but that's all right. It's still a good chance to compete against other great swimmers. But we still do have one more home meet, and that'll be on Tuesday, October 28th. We host Lewis Central, so one more chance to come out and see these girls here at the Nishna Valley YMCA before we head to Johnston for state qualifying.
Anything else to add today?
Yeah, no, Tom, just excited for this game tonight. Should be a nice crowd, senior night, celebrating all the band cheer and football seniors. We talk about what's it going to take to beat Harlan. We've got to minimize our mistakes, take care of the football, win the line of scrimmage, and capitalize on any mistake Harlan makes.
And get that running game going, huh?
Yeah, the best defense is a good offense. So if we have the ball and are moving it, they can't score.
Well, we've been putting up some big numbers on that offense here the last few weeks, 4 straight wins and undefeated district play. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I know you're busy with all that's going on here tonight, and we appreciate your time.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with a visit with the seniors. That senior spotlight is coming up, brought to you by Meyer & Gross. We're back right after this.
First Windy Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Are you great with paperwork and have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results. The strength of teamwork, the reputation for results.
Joining us is Cale Cameron, offensive lineman, senior for the Trojans here on our Senior Spotlight, brought to you by Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Cale, undefeated, going in district play, and talk about what's been going right in that offensive line as you guys have just run rampant here, though, over the last few weeks.
We're getting where we need to be, working really hard and having trust in Ethan and Killian back there, and it's just going really well.
You know, you kind of went up through the ranks here in the past few seasons, and now you're in a starting spot on this offensive line. You mentioned earlier that you had an injury in the off season, but you're making up for it here now. Talk about that.
Yep, I still showed up every day at practice, and I just paid attention, made sure I needed to know what I was doing, and paid off.
Okay, Harlan here tonight. You know, what have you been working on this week to get ready for this one?
Really just effort. We're a good team. We just need to make sure we play to the best of our ability, and we should win.
I'm going to go back to last week, and really you can go back the last 2 weeks where you've rushed for over 400 yards in some respect. What's going on in that offensive line that's making this work?
You know, we're just – I feel a lot of it is just having a good, emotions, everything's going good in the huddle. Nobody's getting mad at each other. We're just having a good time out there.
Well, who's kind of the ringleader in that offensive line? I mean, when you go to the line, you've got to call some signals too. Who's the guy?
Donnie and Jack.
Okay. And then what do they say? How they lead then?
You know, just making sure we know where we're going and making calls and keeping everybody happy and all that.
Okay. Now we're talking about Cyclones' defensive line. What's the challenges here for you?
They have a really big guy. He's like 6'8" something, and that's going to be a challenge, but I think we can do it.
Hey, Cale, congrats on a great start of the season. You're 2 to go, and a big one tonight. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Matt Pollock joining us. You see Matt came in on that defensive line here. Talk about your prep work this week for this game tonight.
The most sleep you can get, making sure to go to bed early and make sure you're ready for the next day, and take time to relax, get your head cleared out, and then try not to overthink about some of the little stuff, and then just go play hard.
That's interesting. And talk about that. What do you mean overthink about the little stuff? What's that mean?
Overstressing about homework.
We're talking about stuff maybe outside of football. So it seems like this is, we're talking football, we're talking outside of football here, and it seems like you guys are learning a lot more than just football here.
We're real good communication skills. I think that's real big, and we're trying to learn not let things bring us down when we're kind of up, and we gotta look at our goods and not so much of our bads, and that's really helped throughout everything.
You guys are in the hunt. You're a senior.
Yeah.
And so you keep on winning. Who knows how far you can go. What's this like here, this journey through the season as we get down to the last 2 regular season games, man?
It's been kind of stressful. Big weight on our shoulders as we have a lot that we need to get done, a lot we need to, not get the best of us, and we just need to lock in, if the term is what you want to use, and just keep our head up.
Very good. Matthew, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Matthew Pollock. Hank Robertson joining us, special teams extraordinaire, right? I mean, man, you get down the field there, and you backup linebacker as well. And let's talk about special teams, though. You take that to heart, right?
Yeah, definitely a fun aspect, good way to get in when you can't. We have a lot of underclassmen this year stepping up. We've had some guys have to go out and we've definitely had some guys stepping up, and we're not short on special teams.
No, you're not. They've been playing very well. The special teams is going to play a big part in this game. Has Coach stressed that this week, or how much he stressed that this week?
Yes, he's definitely stressed it. Harlan's also got a good special teams, and we're just going to try to go head-to-head. Every inch we can get on the field is what we're going to try to get.
Hank is a senior, and you're playing a big role in this team, maybe a little different role, but how do you embrace that role you're in?
Try to give it my all. Those younger kids coming in, try to help them up whenever they feel down, hype them up when they do something good. Just really try to keep everybody together.
What's this week been like?
It's been different from the past years. We've definitely have thought of this as a very, very winnable game. As long as we do our roles right, we're not coming at it, looking at it like they're this almighty team. We're right there with them. We're hanging with them.
How good do you think you guys are?
Good. I think we're good.
Are you surprised you're at this point when the season started that you'd be here at a huge game like this?
I'm surprised on the people that we've lost. We lost a lot of seniors this year, and we've definitely had a lot of guys come up and fill those roles, and we've been doing a lot better defensively, I think, than I thought we were going to do.
If I can ask, what's been the message from Coach Brummer and the rest of the coaching staff this week?
We're just as good, if not better. We're not some low team. We're high up there. We're number 2 in our district right now. We're good.
Number 16 right now. You've climbed up to 16 in the power rankings, too. You're right in there. Hank, always appreciate talking to you. Your goal this Friday night?
I got to get a tackle. I haven't gotten a tackle on special teams, solo tackle. I haven't got a solo tackle on special teams.
I've seen you on some tackles. Okay, you're looking for a solo then.
Yeah, 1 solo tackle on special teams.
We're going to remember that. Hank, thanks a bunch. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Hank Roberts joining us, Matthew Pollock, and also big thanks to Cale Cameron, the starting offensive guard for the Trojans. This is a Senior Spotlight. It's brought to you by Meyer & Gross Real Estate. We'll be back with the coaches. So we'll hear from Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer, and we'll back that up with head coach Todd Blatt to the Harlan Community Cyclones as the pregame show rolls on. Our coaches show brought to you by Partners Insurance.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
With the many different types of insurance policies and all the different options, knowing what insurance policy will work best for you or your business can be confusing. At Partners Insurance, we know the best coverage is the one that fits your needs, your goals, your tolerance for risk, and of course your resources. Our agents are committed to helping your family or business navigate the often confusing world of insurance. For help navigating through your insurance options, contact Shannon at Partners Insurance today at 712-243-4392.
Welcome back to the Partners Insurance and Coaches Show. We're joined by Atlantic head coach Mr. Joe Brummer. Atlantic 4 straight wins, undefeated in district play, and setting up a huge matchup tonight with the Harlan Community Cyclones that come in with 1 loss in the district. That was to Carroll. Coach, thanks for joining us, and here we are. It's great to be in this position, right? I mean, this team has just been coming on and getting better and better as the weeks going on. And talk about, this is where you want to be, right?
Yeah, no, this is 100% where you want to be. Football games late in the year that are relevant. You want to make senior night special. We want to make little kids football night something those kids can look up to. So it's really great that we have a big crowd coming with those 2 events going on, senior night and our little kids football night. And not only that, but, we're in contention for a playoff spot. It comes down to, Harlan and us, are fighting for that first or second spot, depending on how things shake out with the rest of the district. But, it's a really big field. It's a really big game, and we're super excited to, be in this position and have this opportunity.
Coach, Ethan McNeil, your running back, tailback, you've got quite a lot of depth back there. McNeil, 1,061 yards, all over the 1,000-yard mark, and this running game has just been outstanding. Gavin McLaren's been outstanding. Xander Killian also. I mean, what can you say about the guys up front and McNeil, who's over 1,000 yards, McLaren and Killian?
Yeah, these guys have had, a really great offseason and a really great season with help. We've been super fortunate. These guys have been busting their tail. They do a great job in the summer. They do a great job in the spring. They're multi-sport kids. They do track. Xander and Gavin are out for baseball. So they're busy. Their busy time is year-round for them. So it's a really great group of kids to be around because they want to be involved. They want to do everything. So it makes our lives a lot easier as coaches because they're used to being coached by different people. So that's super great and helpful. And then, it kind of goes back up front. The offensive line is doing a really good job to make these guys' talents be shown. I think we've blocked better as the year's gone on. Some kids are getting a lot more confident in themselves, and they're doing a great job, coming to work, preparing, knowing that we got some really good athletes back there for us with Gavin, with Xander, with Ethan, even Landon Hagen's a really good running back for us. That it's a really great job to see that all those guys are doing a fantastic job, day in and day out preparing and, gelling really together as a group.
Well, Harlan Community Coach, the team here at hand tonight, and talk about facing the Cyclones here.
Yeah, they're really well coached. Coach Blatt's done a phenomenal job, multi-state champion as a player and as a coach. They're fundamentally sound. Their defensive coordinator does a really good job. They're lined up correctly. They're aggressive. They play downhill. They have really good athletes and really special players that, their record is just a little bit down because of the competition that they've played. Underwood's a phenomenal team. Lewis Central is really good. Glenwood this year has been phenomenal. It's just, it's a really tough gauntlet to start the year off with. And, the iron sharpens iron philosophy, that sword is sharp. They've done a really good job with their non-district of weathering that storm. And it shows. District play, they've been lights out. Their offense is clicking. Their defense is playing well. That it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a tough game. And it kind of comes down to, which team's going to last longer, I think.
Gabe Arkfeld, 1,116 yards passing, 11 touchdowns, 5 picks so far this season. What about Gabe here? You faced all kinds of good quarterbacks this season. Here's another one.
He might be the best. The kid's lights out. He can run, he can throw. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's got some speedy wide receivers that I don't think they've found an ability to overthrow him yet with Gabe's arm. That he's done a phenomenal job leading this team, and he's a multi-year starter. They pegged him as the guy early on, and he's nailed it. That he's just another one of those Harlan guys that come in, does his job, and is very good at what he does. So we got to make sure we got to make him feel uncomfortable back there, trying to get some pressure, try to take away the run game to make him predictable. And then even then, they're still explosive. They got athletes all over the place, and we got to make sure we're trying to make it as uncomfortable for him as possible.
What can you say about the Cyclones defense, Coach?
They do a good job. Their coach over there has got them pretty coached up well. They're fundamentally sound. They don't traditionally give up the big play. You're going to have to earn it. It's one of those things that they play, a really aggressive style of defense to a point, and they're sound tacklers. The big play is at a premium, so we got to make sure that we're trying to be explosive, get to the edge, be sound in our blocking schemes, and identify, who we need to block on certain plays more than others. Which is one of those things that we got to come in with a really good game plan and be just as fundamentally sound and not make the same mistakes we did last year.
I want to talk about Atlantic's defense, Coach, before I let you go, and really fun to watch. And they've been putting some pressure on the QBs here as of late as well. How pleased are you with your defensive effort here the past many weeks?
Yeah, the kids played really well. We've had some seniors step up in really big roles. Brock Goodrich is doing a really good job for us at DN this year. Donovan Henrington's been doing phenomenal at D-line. Colin Rudy has been huge for us at the linebacking core, accompanying Carter and Jake, being that senior leader, as being a great guy of leading by example. The secondary with Shelton, with Sawyer, with Hunter, that those guys have come up big for us in really big times. And then, those juniors as well, Grant, Jake, Colin, Draven Smith's seen some time for us at DN this year, that those guys have played really well, at times, and we got to have a full game this week. From start to finish, they got to be locked in. And overall, I thought we've gotten better. When district play started, the defense has really ratcheted up and played phenomenal the last 2 weeks.
Coach, appreciate you. Anything else to add before this one?
No, hopefully we're seeing a big crowd tonight.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to be tuning in, so we appreciate the coverage and all that you do, Tom.
Coach, thank you so much, and best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Absolutely.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff with Lyman Ag Supply. When you partner with Lyman Ag for your fields, you'll experience our seedsmanship at work, committed to working with you through year-round customized service. We are committed to your success. It starts with placing products to perform, extends to evaluating crop development throughout the season, and continues well after harvest into planning for next year. Expert advice, customized service, and elite products. We're Lyman Ag Supply, and our goal is your profitability. Give us a call.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the Keep You Going store.
MyChart is an online service through Cass Health that gives you instant access to your personal health records, keeps you in touch with your healthcare provider, and can do prescription renewals or refills. It's easy to access on your computer or smartphone. With MyChart, you can also request and review appointments, check in ahead of appointments, and see test results. Sign up or learn more at mychart.casshealth.org or stop by Cass Health to sign up. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. There's no doubt. He likes to run the ball too. He can sling it through the air, and he likes to mix it up out there. So we've seen him progressing and kind of commanding the offense a little bit there. So he needs to keep doing that and keep getting better. But we look for him to kind of, whether, you start getting the running game going on the ground and then you can go to the air. And, sometimes it's the other way around, but most of the time it's if you can establish a run on the ground, it opens up some stuff in the air.
Yeah, Redmond really getting rolling here, 511 yards. And, boy, you've got some really good receivers again with Landon Nissen, and you've got Nelson out there and Colton Schneider. I mean, those guys have just year after year, it seems like you not only have a tailback, but you've got guys that can get out, get open, and catch the football. Talk about your receiving core.
They have improved dramatically. So I would say, early in the year we had some, balls maybe going through some fingers a little bit, but we've shorn that up and getting hands on and focusing on that catch and catching it all the way through, not looking to run too early and taking the eyes off the ball. So that's kind of helped us quite a bit, and those guys running really crisp routes and understanding where to kind of sit in certain zone coverages and where to kind of keep going if they're in man. So those little things, nuances, Gabe's starting to understand the guys a little bit better, and they're getting a little bit more comfortable with each other. So hopefully we can keep progressing in that regard.
How about some of your leaders on defense?
Yeah, I'd say, Dallas at that linebacker spot, Brody at the linebacker spot, Brody Van Dorf, those guys. They're kind of leading some younger guys at the linebacking position and getting those guys into better positions so they can make plays up front. Nick Goobles, and Jaden Stevens are kind of the leaders of the D line, and they're kind of nasty critters in there, and they're not afraid to do the dirty work and what's asked of them. And that's the big thing with D line. Sometimes you're plugging the gap so that the next level can make the play, and they understand what their job is, and allows those guys to kind of run free and make plays.
Coach, talk about facing Atlantic here. Talk about facing the Trojans.
Yeah, well, they got some big boys and they're physical. Their fullback, McLaren. He's kind of a thunder thumper in there, and I think he's averaging over 7 yards a carry. He's got 50+ carries, I know that. And the McNeil kid behind him, he's pretty quick. And when you got a big boy like that leading through, there's going to be some holes that are going to come about. But for us, we got to limit their explosive plays. We got to create some explosive plays of our own. I think special teams are going to be a big part of the game for field position. Field position is going to be critical for being able to punch it down if you can get a good turnover or something in plus territory, or if you can get a big play out of a special teams that kind of sparks and ignites the team. So that's what we're looking for.
Well, and you've got McDowell is a pretty good punter, 38 yards a punt. I mean, you bring up a great point, Coach, is that's going to be a big deal as far as if you have to punt. And talk about McDowell here.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks he hasn't punted very much. He's got 2 punts, I think, I think he combined 28 yards, but we were trying something there and didn't quite work out. But he'll be kind of a big factor there, and see if we can't get him back on track kicking the ball.
So his average might even be better than that, I would say, if in that case.
Yeah, before district play, he'd be a little different. Yeah. I think he was, towards 45, somewhere in that range. So we'll look to maybe get a little bit better contact on the ball this week. We were trying something the last couple of weeks, and didn't quite work out. So.
Well, Coach, I always appreciate your time. Best of luck tonight, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Yep, thanks a bunch, Tom. Go Cyclones.
You bet. Todd Blatt, head coach of the Harlan Community Cyclones, joining us here on the Partners Insurance Coaches Show. Much more coming up. The Cass Health Keys of the Game on the way here on 95.7 FM and our live stream, westerniowatoday.com TV and YouTube. Presented by Elvis Hash, your State Farm Insurance agent in Atlantic.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff with Lyman Ag Supply. When you partner with Lyman Ag for your fields, you'll experience our seedsmanship at work, committed to working with you through year-round customized service. We are committed to your success. It starts with placing products to perform, extends to evaluating crop development throughout the season, and continues well after harvest into planning for next year. Expert advice, customized service, and elite products. We're Lyman Ag Supply, and our goal is your profitability. Give us a call.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the keep you going store.
MyChart is an online service through Cass Health that gives you instant access to your personal health records, keeps you in touch with your healthcare provider, and can do prescription renewals or refills. It's easy to access on your computer or smartphone. With MyChart, you can also request and review appointments, check in ahead of appointments, and see test results. Sign up or learn more at mychart.casshealth.org or stop by Cass Health to sign up. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Video at westerniowatoday.com. And welcome back to Trojan Bowl. Tom Robbins alongside Perry Fief, Kevin Ferguson, and the Trojans and the Cyclones are about 19 minutes away from kicking off here, almost 20 minutes away here, and a beautiful night for high school football. It was 71 degrees. We're on the air at 6 o'clock, and we'll get that temperature coming up here in a moment. Eye on the game, your keys to the game brought to you by Cass Health, where neighbors are caring for neighbors. Perry Fief, let's talk about the keys.
All right, again, you know, I always try and get my keys written down before I listen to the coach's show, right?
Right.
You do know that. You watch me do it because I freak out. So,
what do you got?
Okay, but for some ungodly reason, my first key is special teams.
Yeah.
I mean, our special teams have been really good this year, and they have done us very well. They've kept us in games. We've got good punting. We've got guys getting down the field, making tackles on kickoffs and on punts. And again, last week we had an offensive lineman one back for a touchdown, so I'm going to use special teams. And my second one is I'm just going to use the word ball hog. You have to hog the ball. We got to do what we did last week, and I think I said it last week. I'm just kind of repeating myself. But if we control the ball, control the clock, we control the game. Because that will make them, if we can control everything, that's going to make them get in panic mode, and maybe they'll screw up. That's how I look at it. And my third one is you're going to have to be more physical. You're going to have to play extra tough. You're going to to me, it's like whoever is the most physical and has the most stamina at the end of the game is going to win the game. And I got to throw in there just for the sake of it, if you're going to have penalties, at least hide them better.
Yeah.
So you don't get caught holding. And like Fergie says, we got to wear certain color gloves so they don't see. Like tonight, I hope they all have white gloves so they can't see them holding them because everybody holds. That's just the name of the game. So those are my two.
Good stuff. Brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Kevin Ferguson, piggyback on those.
Well, the one thing I want to talk about is chunk plays. Atlantic's pretty used to getting those long runs and that type of thing, but don't get discouraged if the long runs don't happen tonight. Really, a good chunk play is 6-7 yards out of 3. That's going to keep you in front of the change and keep you moving down the field, and that plays right into what Perry talks about hogging that ball. Take a big chunk if you can get them and when they come, but my point is this defense is going to be a little better than probably we've seen in a few weeks, so you're going to have to take advantage of shorter chunks. That being said, you know what they say, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Well, on defense, Tom, you can't give up big chunks. You want to try to limit that running game to under 2 or 3 yards a carry, and try to get them in 3rd and long. And 3rd and long can open things up and pressure on that quarterback, but spy on him.
Yeah, definitely spy.
Good point, Kevin Ferguson. What about turnovers, guys? I think that's going to be another key here.
Yeah. Well, we won the turnover battle last week, and it'd be nice to see us do it again this week. So, but yeah, turnovers is huge too. I would say that.
You can't have them.
No, we can't.
We can't have them. It's too much momentum change.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, like you just said, momentum is huge. If we can get the momentum and keep it, that's the game on, baby. That's what you need. You need momentum.
Yep, and there again, it's going to be an electric atmosphere tonight. These stands are really filling up, and so when you get the fans on your side, you got to keep them there.
Yep.
Stands are full, and they're also lined up around the fences here. Harlan's starting to fill the visiting side as well. They're trickling in as we've got kickoff coming up at 7 o'clock. Again, our keys to the game brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. We'll be back with the starting lineups right after this. That's brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank, a local bank, local employees, and local decisions. Since the beginning, the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank, we're back right after these.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving,
Then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Hi, this is Tanner from your Atlantic Hy-Vee. You've seen your Atlantic Hy-Vee smiles beyond the aisles, out at the Cass County Fair, in the schools, helping at the food bank, and so much more. But we're not stopping there. We want to know, where else would you like to see us? Supporting our community isn't just something we do, it's who we are. Your Atlantic Hy-Vee, proud to serve, proud to give back, and always looking for the next way to make a difference. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
High school marching band is lining up on the south end zone, and they're going to take the field here in a moment. Both teams are back in the locker room getting their last minute instructions here for this one tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start with Harlan's defense. They've got 4 linebackers. They'll play a 4-4 on that defensive front. Ray Scheckinger, a 6', 170-pound sophomore, and 1 linebacker. Coy Obrecht, a 6'1", 150 sophomore. Dallas McDowell, a 6'3", 205-pound senior. And Brody Bendorf, a 6'1", 200-pound junior. Those are your backers. The 2 defensive ends are Shane Cooper at 6 foot, 210-pound junior. Jaden Stevens, he is a 6 foot, 200-pound senior. Your D tackles are Jasper Nielsen, 6'8", 295, and a sophomore. Just a sophomore. He's a young'un, and he stands out, believe me, out there. Nick Goebel's the other D tackle at 5'10", 225, and a senior, about a foot shorter than Mr. Stevens. At the corners will be Fox Arkensinger. Arkensinger is just a freshman. He's 6'2", 145. The other corner is Sam Shields, 6'2", 175, and a junior. And the safeties, Hagen Sorensen, 5'9", 170, and a senior. Harlan's offense, led by Gabe Arkfeld, the 6'2", 195-pound senior. He's 73 of 135 passing the football, about a 54% completion rate. He's thrown for over 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Aiden Redmond is the running back at 5'10", 175. He's rushed for 511 yards, 7.6 yards per carry. He scored 6 times, his longest a 70-yard run. The fullback, they run a similar offense in Atlantic. Their fullback is Brody Bendorf, a 6'1", 200-pound junior. He's got 215 yards rushing for 7.2 yards a carry, and he's scored 3 times. The split end will be Cade Nelson, 6', 165-pound junior, 13 catches, 217 yards. And Landon Nissen, he's a flyer, 5'11", 170 junior, 313 yards receiving. He's averaging about 21 yards a grab. He scored 4 times this season. Your tight end is Colton Schneider, 6'1", 190-pound junior, 296 yards in receiving, 4 touchdowns. Now the line looks like this. Aiden Blatt, a 5'10", 200-pound senior, he's 210. Levi Scheckinger, 5'11", 185 senior. And Owen Neebe is the center at 6'1", 255 and a senior. The right guard is Casey Christensen, 6 foot, 285-pound junior. And Adam Spray will be the left tackle at 6'1", 230 and a senior. For Atlantic, on the offensive end, is Aiden Parker, the quarterback at 5'11", 195. He's a senior. He's only thrown for 388 yards this season, but he is one of the leaders. He's second in yards per completion at almost 17 yards a catch. Atlantic has had some big pass plays, but they have rushed the football a tremendous amount, as you will know, for 1,851 yards on the season. Led by Gavin McLaren, the fullback at 6'2", 240, the senior. He has 470 70 yards rushing. He's averaging 7.3 yards a carry, 8 touchdowns. His longest run, 50 yards. Ethan McNeil leads Class 3A in rushing and carries with 149, and in yards with 1,061. He's averaging 7.1 yards a carry, 11 touchdowns on the season. His longest is 70-yarder. Also, at wideouts, Corbin Ritter, 6'1", 170 senior, 4 catches for 92 yards and touchdown. And Xander Killian at 6'2", 175 on a sophomore, 6 catches, 170 yards. At center will be Traven Thomas, a 5'10", 250-pound sophomore. Cale Cameron at 6', 185 and a senior. The left guard is Donovan Hedrington, 5'10", 205 senior. And Owen Miller, right tackle, 5'10", 245 sophomore. Left tackle Jack Muller is 6'3", 225 and a senior. That's Atlantic's offense. Now on the defensive end, Atlantic plays a lot of guys both ways, especially on that defensive line. The linebackers are Carter Hadley, 5'8", 160 junior. Colin Rudy, 5'7", 165 and a senior. Jake Wales, 5'11", 210, a junior, leads the team in tackles. Wales also is number 1 in Class 3A and forced turnovers on the season. Shelton Malya is in the defensive backfield at 6'4", 185 and a senior. Grant Petty, a 6'2", 165-pound junior. And Hunter Nelson, 5'10", 165 senior. And Sawyer Terrell at 5'11", 165 and a senior. Your defensive ends, Jack Muller, 6'3", 225 and a senior. Brock Goodrich at 6'2", 205 senior. And the D-tackles, Donovan Hedrington at 5'10", 205-pound senior. And Gavin McLaren at D-tackle, 6'2", 240 and a senior. We see a lot of different combinations on that defensive line as well. We're getting close to kickoff here, about 8:47 to go before we have that opening kickoff. And our national anthem is coming up next, and it is brought to you by Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative, back right after this with a national anthem.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience, quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
So you're having trouble hearing? Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? You know, hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Atlantic. And Tom Robinson of Perry Fief and Kevin Ferguson. The Trojans are now coming on the field here in their black jerseys, black helmets, white pants tonight. Here they come. A big game tonight. This has all kinds of playoff implications. The Atlantic wins, they're in. And here they come, the Trojans of Atlantic. What a year they've had at 5-2 on the season. They've locked in their second straight winning season with one game left in regular season next week at Carroll High. That's going to be an interesting night with the Kemper Catholic playing in the first game, at 4:15, Perry Fief. And then Atlantic will play in the nightcap at Carroll Stadium in district play. Harlan back on the field as well as we're getting set with our national anthem coming up here, brought to you by Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Again, as Perry or Kevin mentioned, the pressure on the quarterback.
Big time.
Big time. We also have some help from our audience as well. Control third down and make every hit count.
Exactly. I mean, the crowd's definitely got to get into it and throw them off, especially when Harlan has the ball. Just be loud as loud can be.
Pink out night tonight as well, as the Trojans have their pink undershirts underneath their jerseys. And our national anthem is coming up here. We'll have the coin flip as well. We'll keep it right here for our national anthem here with the Atlantic High School Marching Band. At halftime, the middle school band members will be joining the high school Trojan Guard as well. We are getting close. The opening kickoff right at 5 minutes away here at Trojan Bowl. A huge crowd on hand. We wouldn't expect anything different with a game like this. Here's our national anthem. Atlantic High School Marching Band under the direction of Jared O'Donnell, the instrumental music director. Well, you can hear the crowd. It is a packed house here tonight. The captains will line up, and we'll have the flip of the coin. And opening kickoff is brought to you by ASI. We'll have that coming up in a moment. As we are. I've been looking forward to this game for a long time, Perry.
Yeah, well, some of us, anymore people doesn't think the Harlan-Atlanta game's a big rivalry, but us when we used to play, it was a big rivalry all the time.
No doubt.
I mean, it's just huge.
ASI, don't miss the sound of the opening kickoff. The audiologist Doug Leonard of ASI. We're back right after this.
It's 4th and long, and you're gearing up for the drive of the game. But wait, are your tires ready to go the distance? This is Josh. Extreme Auto has the tires your vehicle needs to tackle every mile. Whether it's the daily runs, the weekend getaway, or on the road to the big game, Extreme Auto keeps you rolling strong. Don't punt on safety. Score big with new tires from Extreme Auto in Atlantic. Extreme Auto. Every drive is a winning drive.
Every client's needs are unique. At Armor Insurance, we're dedicated to getting you the best coverage at the best price. How do we do it? By working with multiple trusted insurance carriers. Why? Because one size doesn't fit all. Neither does one carrier. As your agent, we will work to find the right coverage that fits your home, auto, farm, crop, business, life, or health insurance needs. We don't just offer options, we inform you about them, ensuring you understand your choices from coverage through claims. So here at Armor Insurance, we're here to protect you. Armor Insurance with locations in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs.
So you're having trouble hearing. Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? You know, hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll. With a hearing evaluation, then to work with your coach, the audiologist, to plan a strategy for long-term successful communication. Let's win the hearing loss battle together. ASI with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Now time for high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Atlantic as the captains meet at the center of the field. We'll see who wins the toss here. Atlantic has won their share and have deferred every time, and the official giving instructions to the captains from Atlantic, Brock Goodrich, Gavin McLaren, Carter Handley, and Colin Rudy. And the Cyclones won the toss.
Won the toss.
They're going to defer. Atlantic will have the football. They'll move left to right on your radio.
Atlantic.
And on your screen, our live stream, brought to you by or presented by Elvis Hash, your State Farm Insurance agent in Atlantic. Here we go. Both squads are fired up.
Oh, man.
This is going to be a biggie. We'll see what Atlantic can do in the opening drive. It's a pretty big drive.
Pretty big drive right off the bat. I mean, yeah, this is good, but that's good. I mean, this is the first time in a while that we've lost the toss. I might as well say you lost the toss. I don't know how to say it.
Atlantic will get it to start the football game. Harlan will be kicking off and moving right to left. Atlantic, here they go.
Oh, I just have to say one thing before this game gets going. To all you dinglings that think you're going to text me the Nebraska score while I'm up here announcing, my phone is off. So you can't be sending me nothing because I will not see it.
Just text me and I'll tell him through the microphone.
That's not cool, Fergalicious.
Well, the Trojans huddling up. The special teams, you guys mentioned, are going to be a big thing tonight. And the Cyclones will kick off and move right to left. Kicker for Harlan Community is Jacob Spangenberg, a sophomore. He's 5'10", 140 pounds. He'll be the kicker. Atlantic has McNeil deep, along with Xander Killian, rather. They both stand back at their 5-yard line. Spangenberg has 9 touchbacks on the season. He's got a leg. Only one field goal is a 26-yarder, but it's the only one he's attempted this season.
For as many times as they've kicked off from all the scores they've been scoring, does he always boot it in the end zone, usually?
I think so, with 9 touchbacks. He's got 29 attempts. Well, not every one.
Yeah, well, I just, how Harlan thinks, they might try something crazy right off the get-go.
So Spangenberg will tee it up. He'll back up. The ball at the 40-yard line. Atlantic with the Killian near side. He's a flyer. And McNeil, the far side, he can rock and roll. Here we go. The kick is up, and it is a high end over end. And it is going to be Killian at the 5, 10, 15. Left side run, gets to the 20. And he's going to be hops to the 25 and gets to the 26-yard line. Nice return of 21 yards for Xander Killian. And Atlantic will take over the first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Schmidt made the stop. And we've got smoke.
Yeah, pink smoke.
Pink smoke on that kickoff. Zayden Parker will join the huddle ball the far hash mark. Atlantic has the first down and 10 at their own 26. So Ritter wide right. Brock Goodrich wide left. Hinman, the tight end, is to the near side. High backfield behind Xander Parker. He'll duck under. In motion, Hinman to the left. Long count, Parker under center. Back near side, Brock Goodrich. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to, play action. Wants to throw, and he's going to run the football. Parker on the move. Gets to the 27, 30. Breaks the tackle. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line for a gain of 5. An interesting start there, Perry.
That's good, though. Throw them off. There you go, because they were waiting for the run right off the get-go.
So Parker looked like he was going to pass, and then he tucked it and run for 5. Second down and 5, Atlantic at their own 31-yard line. That fool you, Kevin Ferguson?
Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely did.
Here come the Trojans, second down and 5 at their own 31. They've got one receiver to the right side. Here's a snap. This is going to be McNeil off the left side. He breaks through across the 4-35 against the 36. Huh? And about half move, boys, close to first down for the
very close.
McNeil, the ball carrier.
He's about a yard short.
3 on the play.
He's going to be... They're waiting.
Oh, no, they're giving it to him.
It's a Brown shoot for first down. 2 plays, 10 yards. Atlantic has a first down and 10.
McNeil's run was good enough for a Trojan.
Well, number 77 for Harlan. He's as big as a barn. I mean, that dude is huge.
Yeah, he's 6 foot 8 inches tall. Atlantic up on a first down and 10. Handoff goes to McNeil off the right side. He runs into a wall of Harlan players. And he gets he doesn't get anything.
I don't think he got anything there.
Second down and 10, Atlantic of an opening drive. Again, ball possession key here. So Parker will get the play from Coach Brummer on the near sideline. Atlantic with 1,800 yards rushing coming in. Just over 300 yards passing on the season. 10:55 to go, first quarter, opening drive of the game. Twin receivers right with Goodrich and Ritter. Now McLaren wing left. Shotgun for Parker on the second and 10. Takes the snap, hands off to McNeil. Again, he's going to be smothered at the 31-yard line. No gain there. Now it's third down and 10 for Atlantic. So they got a quick 10 yards, and now the Cyclones. Dallas McDowell, linebacker, makes the stop. One of the leaders on that defensive side of the football for Harlan. He plays linebacker. 3rd and 10 from the Trojan 36-yard line. Here they come. Big play here for Atlantic of the opening drive. High backfield. Now Parker. Check that. It's a split backfield. Parker on the shotgun. The snap. Play action. He's going to throw the football. Has time. And he'll fire, and it is incomplete. He wanted McLaren on a short pass. And a good coverage by McDowell. Bendorf, the linebacker, was there as well. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 10 for Atlantic. They'll punt it.
Dallas McDowell on the coverage.
The ball on the 36-yard line of Atlantic.
4th and 10 for the Trojans.
Well, Harlan got what they wanted.
Yeah.
They won the toss, deferred, and they get the stop. So Nissen will be deep for the Cyclones. Second in class 3A in punt returns, averaging 16 a game. And there's a high boot. Fair catch by Nissen. Makes it inside the 25. And the Cyclones will start the 24-yard line. A 45-yard boot by
a lot of air in it.
Xander Killian.
He gets it up high enough so the guys can get down there before he can catch the ball. That's cool.
He's averaging 40 yards a punt. He got all of that one. And the Cyclones will take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line. We'll see if they come out throwing.
Well, I don't know about this team, Harlan.
We're going to find out here in a minute. 9:52 to go, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Here come the Cyclones to line of scrimmage with Arkfeld. He'll work out of the shotgun with receivers left and right and twin backs. Bendorf. And this is a keeper by Arkfeld around the right side, and he dives forward, hit hard. He gets across the 26 to the 27, and they're going to mark it down to the 29-yard line.
You got 5.
Second down and 5, a gain of 5 for Arkfeld, and he can do it on the ground as well.
Number 54, Jake Wales.
So Jake Wells, the leading tackle in the squad, the middle linebacker, made the stop for Atlantic. Now second down and 5 of the Cyclones at their own 29-yard line. They'll break huddle. They'll bring one receiver to the near side. The slot is Redmond. Under center, Arkfeld. Hard count, takes it. Handoff's his tailback, and he is hit and brought down. No gain of the play. How about that? Great job of the Trojan defense.
Number 34, Aiden Redmond, the ball carrier.
Redmond, the ball carrier.
One made the tackle, solo tackle.
Yes. The Trojans with a big stop there. Carter Hadley, the linebacker on the outside, made the solo tackle.
Number 1, Carter Hadley.
Second down and 10 for the Cyclones. 8:45 to go, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Arkfeld will bring him up. Third down and 4. Arkfeld out of the gun. You can bet he's going to throw it. Trips to the right. Empty backfield now as the snap goes back to Arkfeld. He's going to throw the football. And he's hit! And he dropped the ball. Great job by Henderson.
Awesome hit. Well, 88 got in there and I think hit his arm.
Brock Goodrich with the deflection.
Yeah, 88 did a great job.
So Atlantic turns the Cyclones away on downs on their first possession.
4th and 5 for the Cyclones.
And again, the pressure on the quarterback, so important, and they got it there.
Yep.
So McDowell will punt. He's averaging 37 yards a punt. He'll stand back at his own 16. The line of scrimmage is 30. And the snap is good. And the punt is a high spiraler. It's going to hit down at the 36 and take a Cyclone bounce inside the 25, all the way down to the 22-yard line. That's where Atlantic will set up shop. First down and 10. We'll see what they can do this possession, but boy, you got to be happy with that defense.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like both defenses are playing pretty well right now for the first series.
Good out of Kevin Ferguson. Your thoughts on that defensive stop, Fergie?
I got no complaints. How's that?
That's good.
Number 50, Alex McCauley down.
First down and 10 Atlantic.
22-yard line.
Park will join the huddle. 8:12 to go. First quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. The ball on the near hash mark. Wide side will be the far side of the field. That's where Ritter will set up as a split end. Xander Killian flanked to the right from the Trojan 22. High backfield behind Park. He'll turn and hand off to McNeil. He'll squirt through, and again the Cyclones are there. Stevens.
There's a flag.
Leads away.
He threw that baby a long ways away.
Jacob Stevens, a 6', 200-pound senior.
It's going to be on Harlan 51.
Tackle made by number 57, Jaden Stevens.
So Stevens made the stop. Brody Bendorf was there as well, the linebacker. Waiting for the signal here. It's slow coming.
Yeah, it is.
Atlantic able to get the stop on Harlan and get the ball back.
Be against Atlantic.
There's still, here we go. Now the official.
Face mask. Offense.
Offense.
Decline. Result of play. Second down.
2nd and 10. They declined the face mask call. Cyclones have Jasper Nielsen on one defensive end and Shane Cooper, the 6', 210-pound junior on the other side. Boy, Cooper looks physical at 45 out there.
Yeah, he does.
Here comes Atlantic on a 2nd down and 10 for their own 22. High backfield behind Parker. Here's a snap, the pitch back to McNeil. They're going to try to get around the outside. McNeil gets to 25-30, gets the 35-yard line up to the 36 and a first down. A gain of 14 yards, and the Trojans go outside, get a first down and 10.
I think that's kind of we get a lot of good yards when we go outside. I know we like running up the middle, but sometimes you got to use your speed and get outside.
McDowell again on a stop.
First down.
Trojans having a first down and 10. Football on the Trojan 37-yard line. A good gain of 15 yards by McNeil. They're going to mark at the 37. They'll bring one receiver wide right. That's Killian. Ritter wide left. Double tight end set. This is Parker. Turns, hands off to McLaren, the big guy. Nope, he pounds through across the 40. Gets to the 41, and he's smothered there, but a nice little gain on first down. He's going to pick up about 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans.
Brought down by number 31.
Like I said, if we can get 4 to 5 on the first down, that helps us out quite a bit.
McLaren with a 65th carry of the season. He has 470 yards coming in, and he picked up 4 on that play. The ball at the 42-yard line of Atlantic. 6:57 to play first quarter. The Seed Pro scoreboard were scoreless. Here comes Killian wide right. Far side is Corbin Ritter. Parker under center, takes the snap, pitch back to McNeil, tries to get the outside. Gets a block, cuts to the side across the 44, and up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 3. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Trojans for their own 45.
Yep. I mean, he's just following his blocks, but, Harlan, their defense, they're swarming to the ball. I mean, I imagine they're probably reading the fullback. Wherever he goes, that's where the ball's going.
McDowell again the stop for the Cyclones. A big 3rd and 2 for Atlantic. 6:18 to go in the first quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Parker will break the huddle. They'll send Ritter wide right and Killian wide left. McLaren wing left in this setup with McNeil, a deep tailback. Parker under center, takes his snap, hands off to McNeil. He bursts through and he gets the first down across the 48-yard line to 49. And the Trojans have a first down and 10. Browns a shoe fit first down, their second first down here in this drive period.
McLaren, he made a pretty good block to get him that first down.
So Parker will set up under center. First down and 10 Atlantic, no score. We're at 5:50 to play first quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll send Ritter wide left this time. High backfield behind Zayden Parker, the senior quarterback. He'll take it. He'll give it to McNeil, puts his head down and gets across midfield to about the 49.5-yard line, a gain of 1.5 yards. 2nd down and 8.5 for the Trojans. So they're going to mark the ball just inside Harlan territory.
I'm noticing, I think, Ferg, you're seeing it too. Looks to me like they are sending their linebackers. They're kind of sending their linebackers all the time, aren't they?
They are. They're doing what kind of a run stunt, Perry, and just filling those gaps.
Yeah.
Really be a good time to pop one across the middle.
That's what I was thinking.
Mark will bring the play back in. We'll see what they dial up here. You're in the 5-minute mark to go in the first quarter. 2nd down and 9 for Atlantic at the 49.5-yard line of Harlan. Parker under center, right backfield behind him. Play out. He's going to get to McNeil. He'll break through, and he's hit by Stevens, but he plows forward down the 45. A gain of 4. What a job by McNeil. His hat comes off.
Doggone it.
He's going to have to come out for a play on a key 3rd down and 4 for Atlantic, and Hinman will check in, and that'll put
57, Jaden Stevens.
probably Goodrich in the backfield.
And number 45.
So Atlantic with a 3rd and 4 at the 45 of Harlan.
Impressive run.
Yeah, I mean, he just ran hard.
His yards after hit are really impressive this season.
Yeah, he does well after contact.
3rd and 4, a big play for Atlantic at the 45 of Harlan. Parker under center takes a snap, pitch back to McNeil. He's going to cut inside, Killian with a carry across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. A first down at 10 Atlantic, a pickup of 6. How about that run?
Man, and I'm telling you what's happening. Our linemen are doing okay, but our receivers are making some good blocks on the outside to get. They're getting some good yardage on the outside.
Boy, McDowell with another tackle for Harlan. He is really active there at that middle linebacker. Nonetheless, Atlantic with another brown shoe fit first down at the 39-yard line of Harlan. They're driving. And you talked about it, Perry. Ball control.
Ball control. Ball hog. Ball hog it.
Here they come. Harlan with just one possession here in the first quarter. They went 3 and out. Parker under center, receivers left and right. Here's a snap. And no play action. Parker's going to throw it. He's going to fire near sideline, incomplete. He overthrew
Parker's pass.
Brock Goodrich.
For number 88, Goodrich.
Good coverage on the play. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for Atlantic with 3:39 to go first quarter. Hagen Sorensen, the 5'9", 170-pound senior, had good coverage.
Yeah, I mean.
The ball was overthrown nonetheless. The ball at the 39 of Harlan. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the far hash mark. Killian wide right, Ritter wide left. High backfield behind Parker under center. He'll take it. He'll turn. He'll hand off to McNeil. Breaks through across the 35-30. He's going to go 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Trojans. Touchdown Trojans. A 39-yard run. And Atlantic up 6-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
Awesome blocking. I mean, seriously, that was some awesome blocking. And he just read the blocks and actually fooled a DB for Harlan, and awesome.
Love how they went to the weak side of the offensive line that time, Perry, instead of always running to the strong side.
Yeah, that was a good call.
For the point after.
So McNeil just scores his 12th touchdown of the season. A 39-yarder. Here's the snap, the set, the kick is right down Broadway. Atlantic 7, Harlan nothing. We're back in 30 seconds.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Ball on KS 95.7.
Let's go outside and Kevin Ferguson. Boy, that was an impressive drive, Fergie.
It was. It contained a lot of things that we talked about, in the keys of the game. 1, ball control. 2, don't worry about the chunks. They'll come. And, just some hard running and a good misdirection and a couple pass plays in there that kept those linebackers tight. So great play calls and execution by the Trojans.
Yeah, execution is right.
And we'll see if Atlanta can get a stop again. It'll be Killian kicking off, and he gets a high end over end. Picked up at the 10 by Sorensen. 20, 25, breaks through, and then a beautiful tackle at the 30-yard line by the Trojans. Harlan first down and 10, Perry thrown 30
right at the 30.
Wow.
Sorensen with the return.
But still, as
44,
we got down there, I mean, we're so used to seeing people get to the 45 and 50 and, stop them at the 30, so that's good. Good kickoff.
3:30 to play, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. I've got to believe Harlan's going to open it up here.
No. I think, well, you don't know about that, Blatt. Probably like his dad.
I think they're going to test the airwaves here. First down and 10 at the Cyclone 30-yard line. Atlantic up 7-0. In motion.
So
Schneider, the tight end. Here's the pass, and it is caught by Schneider to 40-45. He's bumped out of bounds. They're going to go to the air. A gain of 17 yards on that pass play to Schneider. And that'll be a first down and 10 for the Cyclones. A brown shoe fit first down. Is Schneider, the tight end, in motion, caught his 22nd pass of the season. Now over 300 yards on the year. Good chunk of yards for Harlan. Their first down here in this ball game. 3:20 to go here in this first quarter. They'll work out the shotgun. Arkfeld will send 2 back into motion near side. Cooper will flank left. Here's Arkfeld on the carry. He's going to keep it. Cuts inside across midfield. Breaks through across the 45 and into the 41-yard line of Atlantic. Another first down for the Cyclones. A pickup of 12. And another Brown shoe fed first down. So this offense has come alive for Care Perry.
Well, yeah, and you saw the pulling guards. I mean, and they made some holes. And so,
yeah, and your D-backs are not playing in a press. So they're back quite a ways, and when you pull the ball down and run, that opens up more opportunity to get blocked.
Yeah, great point. Ball at the 41 of Atlantic and a first down and 10 for Harlan Community. 3 receivers right side. Arkfeld, the quarterback. Bendorf now right side, empty backfield. Arkfeld rolls right, wants to throw. He's got this, and he's hit in the backfield, and he unloads. It's caught at the 36 by Schneider again.
Complete on the scramble.
Hendrickson was right there to make the stop.
It looked to me like he was down.
Boy, it looked like he was going down, and they gave Schneider a good spot inside the 35 of Atlantic. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. He was going down, and he unleashed it just as he hit the turf, and Schneider caught the football. 2:28 to go, first quarter. Cyclones driving. Atlantic up 7-0. Snap to Arkfeld, a pitch, and the handoff to Brody Bendorf, and he gets the first down inside the 30. Down the 28-yard line. Another Brown shoe fed first down. And man, I'll tell you what a difference.
20, Brody Bendorf,
Cyclones stopped on their opening drive, and now they're getting chunks of yards.
Jake Wales.
Wales made the stop for Atlantic, Perry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they woke up a sleeping giant, but I mean, this is just Harlan football. So, I mean, we're kind of used to seeing this. We just got to buckle down.
Cyclones first down and 10 at the 27 of Atlantic.
Up another 1st and 10 for Harlan.
Arkfeld with an empty backfield. He has 3 receivers right, 2 left. He'll work out of the shotgun. Here's a snap. He'll keep it up the middle. Gets good yardage across the 25. And he gets down the 20-yard line. Just marking the 21.
Kept it.
Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
He ain't afraid to run it, is he?
No, he's not. And that was a designed run by Arkfeld off the right tackle.
Tackle made by number 59, Donovan Hendrickson.
So Hendrickson made the stop for Atlantic. It's the 2nd down and 3. The ball at the 21 of the Trojans. A gain of 7 for Arkfeld out of the shotgun set. Now he goes back to an I formation with Bendorf and Redmond behind him. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Bendorf the carry, and he's going to get good yardage.
Goodness.
And a first down across the 15 and rolls inside the 15 all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another Cyclone 1st and 10. A Brown shoe fit first down in that Armor Insurance red zone to make sure your protection never breaks down. Call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951.
This Harlan offensive line, they might not be the big bruisers that they used to have, but these guys are moving the ball pretty well.
Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Cyclones at the Trojan 13. Here's Arkfeld. Handoff to Redmond across the 10-5, and he's hit inside the 5, down the 4-yard line. A gain of 9 yards on the play.
Number 34.
So Redmond on his carry around the right side, he's quick, and he got some good yards.
11, Sawyer Terrell.
Sawyer Terrell made the stop at 2nd and 1.
On the play.
The football at the 4-yard line of Atlantic just inside the 4. Atlantic up 7-0, but that lead is in jeopardy here as the first quarter is down to 10 seconds and it's going to run out. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. After 1 quarter play, Atlantic 7, Harlan nothing on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Back in 1 minute on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westernourtoday.com, TV, and YouTube, presented by Elvis Hound, your State Farm Insurance agent.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic. where good times roll. Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Well, what a difference drives make, Perry Fief.
It just seemed like from last week, everybody was just kind of filling each other out, and now it's let's to see what we can play with.
I think you made a good point earlier when you said that Atlantic scored on that 39-yard run. They woke up a sleeping giant here. Cyclones having the Atlantic 4-yard line on a 2nd down and 1. Second quarter now just getting underway, and they'll send one receiver left. That's Nelson. Nissen right. Here's a handoff to Bendorf, and he dives forward. Is he in? Touchdown, Harlan. 7-6 ball game as Bendorf on a 4-yard run.
Takes it in for
and Harlan impressive on that drive.
Well, they were. I mean, they did it both in the air and on the ground, and the offensive line did a pretty good job for them.
And one of the things I'd like to point out is they didn't get behind the sticks on first down.
No, they did not. Good point.
Number 10, Barrett Kaufman to hold.
So the extra point is coming up. Spangenberg will attempt the PAT. He's only missed one all year. He's set to kick it away here for the tie. Here's a snap, the set, and the kick is a bullet and good. We're tied at 7, 11:56 to play. First half, we're back at 30 seconds on KS 95.7 FM and our live stream, westerniowatoday.com.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Well, Perry, now the Trojans have to pull up their socks and do it again.
Well, just do it again. You just and take off about 8 minutes off that clock and scored, and we're sitting pretty.
So Brody Bendorf caps the drive with a 4-yard TD run for Harlan Community. Bendorf scoring his 4th touchdown of the season, averaging about 7.2 yards a carry. And that was a power play off the right side for 4. Spangenberg will tee it up, and he'll kick it away. Killian and McNeil deep. They're thrown 3-yard line. Spangenberg has it teed up at the 40 as they break huddle. You can bet he's going to boot it. As we mentioned earlier, 9 touchbacks so far this season. Killian had a good return last on the opening kickoff. Here's Spangenberg, and the kick is away. A line drive is going to be
funny.
Right in the hands of Killian at the 10, 15, gets to the 20 up the middle, 25, 30, 35, and he gets to the 37, 38, 40, and down at the 42. And you've got flags all over the place.
We got block in the back. I saw that one. Way back at the 20.
Well, there goes back to penalties, Perry.
Yep.
You know, a big return of the 42 or 37 rally, give Atlantic a great field position, and they're going to take it away here.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the number, but I saw it plain as day.
Killian's return will set up the Trojans.
So it's going to go back.
It's between 1 and 100.
Yeah. Illegal block in the back. Return team. 10-yard penalty, spot on foul. First down, Atlantic.
So Atlantic having a first down and 10. They're going to mark the football down, waiting to see where they're going to mark it. It looks like it's going to be the 20.
We're going to go back to about the 15, I bet.
They're going to mark it down across the 20, and they're going to mark it half the distance to the goal at about the 12-yard line. Atlantic's got a ways to go, but if they can grind it out here.
That's just it. More yards to gain. I mean, more yards to get. Eat the clock up.
See if they hit that edge again. That seemed to be the trick for Atlantic on that running game in the first quarter.
On the 14-yard line.
Atlantic and Harlan tied at 7-7 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Autumn at 40-0 in their game over Exari HK. Parker under center eye backfield behind him. He'll take the snap, hands off to McNeil. He cuts inside, and he gets a couple to
I don't think he got any.
They're going to mark out. They got
half a yard.
He didn't get 2. He got half a yard. Ball at the 15-yard line of Atlantic. They try to go up the middle, and the Cyclones have it snuffed. Cooper made the stop for Harlan Community, the left defensive end. Zayden Park will join the huddle early second quarter, 11:18 to go. 7-7 tie, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Ritter wide to the left, Brock Goodrich wide right, Parker under center eye backfield behind him. He'll take it and hand off to McNeil, and he's hit in the backfield and brought down for a loss by McDowell.
Yeah, he's everywhere, isn't he?
McDowell, number 11, he is just all over the place.
I mean, I think you just need to put somebody on him.
McDowell, the middle linebacker, got in there with the stop. 10:45 to go in the first half. 3rd down and 10, Atlantic, no gain. The ball to 14. In fact, a loss of a half a yard.
Yeah, I mean, now it's back to 3rd and 10.
10:34 to go here in this first half. Atlantic and Harlan tied at 7. 3rd and 10 for the Trojan 14. Parker out of the gun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Snap to Parker, he'll set up. Oh, here comes the rush. He gets it away, caught by McLaren, and he's hit at the 10-yard line for a loss of 4.
5 or 4, yeah.
Nice tackle. They got him low, and now we're going to see the Trojans punt the football deep in their own territory.
That was 88.
Yeah, that was Brock Goodrich. Thank you.
Yeah.
And he was shaken up on the play. He got it right in the knees. And he's going to come out. Good hit by the Cyclones, and they've got great field position here as Killian in his own end zone will punt it away. We're tied at 7. Just under 10 to play here in this first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Killian has a good leg, get over a 40-yarder his first punt. He's averaging 40 coming in. There's a snap, it's a good one. There's the punt. It's a high knuckleball that's going to hit at the 46. And, it's down.
No, he touched it. Yeah, well.
Back up at the 46-yard line.
Yeah.
So that's where the Cyclones will have it.
Down by number 35, Eric Albert.
Eric Albert got down on special teams to make the play. Cyclones having a first down and 10 to 47 of Atlantic, 9:45 to play in the first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. So good coverage by Albert, and Nissen's got 1 punt return this season for 65 yards. And the defense will have to show it up here. The ball at the 48 of Atlantic. Harlan first down and 10. 9:45 to go in the second quarter. 7-7 tie. Ball near hash mark. They'll send 2 receivers left. Nelson and Nissen. Cooper wing right. Back into motion, Cooper to the left. Now they got Arkfeld. Takes the snap, hands off to his tailback, who gets to the 46, and that's it. Good job by Trojan defense.
I can see.
Dante Hedrington was the first hit.
Okay, I couldn't see who hit him, but he got him right at the line. He just leaned forward and got those yards.
Bendorf, the ball carrier, 2nd down and 8 for Harlan Community.
Yeah, that was good defense. Good job by the defensive line there.
9:27 to play in the second quarter. Bendorf will come out on a 2nd and 8 for the Trojan 46-yard line. Arkfeld will more than likely go the airwaves here. They'll send the 2 receivers right. Schneider, the tight end. Here's a snap back to Arkfeld. He's going to give the handoff and a gain of maybe a couple to the 44, and that's it. Good job by Jake Wales again.
Wales, yeah.
He's having a whale of a game.
Yeah, there you go.
3rd down for Harlan, the 44 of Atlantic. Wales made the stop. 8:43 to play in this first half, tied at 7.
Watch the center screen. Harlan even run that. I've never seen him run that.
Ball at the 44 of Atlantic. Here come the Cyclones on a 3rd and 6. Arkfeld out of the shotgun. A trio of receivers right side, takes a snap, rolls right. He's got time. Now the pressure. Now he's going to throw a bomb deep to Schneider, and it is caught. Touchdown, Cyclones. A 44-yard pass from Arkfeld to Schneider. And Harlan takes the lead 13-7.
And we were kind of all over him, too. It was just a good eye coordination. I thought we had him covered pretty well.
Schneider on the reception, 44 yards. And the Cyclones have scored back-to-back touchdowns at 20, third catch for Schneider this season. His 5th touchdown catch. He's over 300 yards now in the year in receiving. And as a tight end, he was split out wide right, and coverage wasn't bad at all.
No.
He just made a tremendous catch. And a great pass. Extra point by Spangenberg, good. 14-7 Harlan Community. We're back in 30 seconds on KS95 and live stream WesternIowaToday.com.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Well, the Trojans got to come up with a plan here, Fergie, on that drive. Again, a great pass by Arkfeld. You can't discount that.
No, it was, but you cannot get yourself deep in your own territory with a penalty on a decent punt return. That's or kick return.
Kickoff, yeah.
You just can't do that. That's where it all started.
Spangenberg will kick it away. You're right. Atlantic with Killian deep with McNeil. Atlantic down 14-7. The Seed Pros scoreboard. 8:18 to go in the first half. And a great pass by Arkfeld to Schneider of 44 yards. So Spangenberg tees it up at the 40-yard line. We'll see if Atlantic can get a return here with a couple of speedsters back there at their own 3. There's the kick, angling towards Killian. And it's going to be tipped. Killian the 10, 15, 20. Gets to the 25. And he's tripped up across the 25 to 26.
Killian with the return.
Atlantic first down and 10. No penalties that time.
No penalties on that one. But, I mean, he had a pretty good juke move there and got past the first tackler.
It was pretty cool.
His cleats are still in the turf.
That'll set up the Trojans first and 10.
Atlantic first down and 10. 8:11 to go. Second quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. 14-7 Harlan Community. Zayden Parker will join the huddle. We'll see who Atlantic dials up here. Down by a touchdown. Harlan 14 straight points after Atlantic led 7-0 out the first quarter. Harlan scored immediately to start the second, and they respond with a 44-yard pass play. Parker under center eye backfield behind him. He'll pitch back to McNeil. No, this is Killian. Cuts outside a block, and he is going to be hit at the 30. He picked up 4.
Killian, the ball carrier to the near side.
He did a lot of work to get the 4.
Yeah, that 11. He held him up. He's just like, I don't even know how to explain it. He's like he's gravy on a chicken fried steak. He's just smothering everything.
7:45 to go first half on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic with a second down and 6 for their own 30-yard line. Parker will set up under center, receivers left and right. Eye backfield behind Parker. And the give is to Killian, and he goes nowhere. Loss of about a quarter of a yard. Third down and 6 for the Trojans. The ball inside their own 30.
Yeah, it's up the middle. Is this not working? The linebackers, like Fergie said, they're flying in there. They're filling the gaps because Harlan kind of knows the Lang's going to run. And
when you're doing that 4-4, you got 8 guys in the box. You don't have that many to block.
7:14 to go, first half. Atlantic down 14-7. The Seed Pros scoreboard. They come up on a 3rd and 7 from their own 29-yard line. Parker under center. Here's a snap, and Killian right up the middle, and he's hit again for no
gain. That doesn't even make sense to me.
On a 3rd down play. 4th down for the Trojans. Will have to punt it again, and we'll have to get a good one from Killian here to get out of the hole. The ball is spotted at 29, and Killian will punt it. Bendorf made the stop, the linebacker for Harlan Community. He'll send this in deep. He's got that 60-yard punt return last week against Greene County. He's back at his 40. Xander Killian that's punted away. There's the punt. A high fair catch called by Nissen back inside the 35. They're going to mark it down at the 34.5-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10. A Brown shoot for first down for the Cyclones. They have taken control after Atlantic drove the field. A 39-yard touchdown run by McNeil, and then back-to-back scores. Bendorf capped off a long drive with a 4-yard run, and Arkfeld to Schneider connection for a 44-yard pass to make it a 14-7 Spangenberg. Only one missed PAT all year. And he's 2 for 2 tonight. Here come the Cyclones from the 34. Nelson wide right, and they send 4 receivers left. Now they got Arkfeld. The snap, step back to throw, fires, and it is caught at the 35-40 up to the 45-yard line. 46 gets to the 47 on the return. Good catch and run by Nissen.
Yep, and it was quick. I mean, he got the ball and he threw it right away.
Well, and that goes back to what the Cyclones have seen from Atlantic passing pressure. First down and 10 Cyclones. The Browns shoot for first down. They dip under 6 to play here in this first half.
And number 26.
Cyclones on the move. Another first down for Harlan Community. The ball at the 47 of the Cyclones. 2 receivers near side. Under center, Arkfeld. He'll take the snap. Hands off to Redmond. In the backfield, he squirts across the 50 and gets to the 49. A gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6.
I hate doing this, but I have to give Harlan's line some credit because they're getting into the second tier and making blocks.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate saying it, but they are doing it.
14-7 Harlan Community. Ball to 49 of Atlantic on a second down and 7. With 5:14 to play, first half of the St. Croix scoreboard. Nelson, wide right. Empty backfield for Arkfeld. As the Cyclones spread it out. Back in motion near side is Nissen, and the keeper by Arkfeld across the 45. He's hit at the 34. Or 44, excuse me. The gain of 5. Third down and 1 for Harlan. They've got an array of plays.
Oh, yeah, and like I said, that got to give that offensive line credit, man. They're moving that ball for him. They're creating holes.
Another tackle by Wales. Third and a yard for Harlan with 4.5 to play first half. They're up 14-7, and they have taken control here in this one. They'll send one receiver wide left. That is McDowell. High backfield, and Bendorf gets the first down across the 35 to the 34. A 10-yard gain for Bendorf off the right side. Just a power play, and Cyclones up another first down to the 34-yard line. Timeout called by the official for an injury. As a Cyclone player who's tried to walk off on his own, and now he goes down. We'll take a 30-second timeout while they attend to the injured Cyclone player. We're back in 30 seconds on KS 95.7 FM.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Football on KS 95.7.
Harlan with the first down. A Brown shoot that first down to the 34 of Atlantic, and the injured player for Harlan Community walking off with a limp. And that is Owen Neave, the 6'1", 255-pound offensive lineman, so they're going to miss him. First down and 10, Cyclones Perry, and Trojan defense just has not had an answer here.
No, like I said, it's just, like I said, they don't have the height, but they got the width, Harlan's offensive line, and they can move the ball.
Here come the Cyclones. They'll send Nelson to wide left with Nissen. Ball to 34 of Atlantic, 4:06 to play, first half. Arkfeld under center. Hands off to Redmond, and he gets a few to the 30-yard line. He got 4.
Hadley
goes off tackle. Hadley the stop. Thanks, Fergie. The ball at the Trojan 30. Second down and 6 yards to go for Harlan Community.
And the thing I'm noticing, and I'm sure you're seeing it too, Ferg, is Atlantic hits them, but they fall forward. You don't ever see them going backwards when they're getting tackled.
Yeah.
They're still falling forward and getting like an extra yard.
Late clock with 18 seconds on it.
Not getting squared up.
Right.
Game clock under 3:30 to go, first half. Cyclones driving, McDowell and Nissen wide left. Arkfeld out of the shotgun, and a 2nd and 6 for the Trojan 30. Cooper and Schneider now shift to the left. Here's the snap. Keeper by Arkfeld cuts up inside across the 25 and gets a first down to the 23-yard line.
Number 6, Gabe Arkfeld.
3:10 to go. Arkfeld, just a design keeper.
He's a senior, right?
He's a senior.
Number 15, Grant Petty.
Petty made the
Number
stop for
71,
Atlantic.
Jack Muller.
Jack Muller was there as well. First down and 10. A Brown shoe fit first down for Harlan Community. 3 minutes left here in the first half. 14-7 Harlan, ball at the 23 of Atlantic. Cyclones on the move. The play clock now at 10 seconds. Arkfeld out of the gun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Here's a snap, and Arkfeld a keeper again. He gets across the 15, down to the 10, to the 5, and it's another first down. They're going to mark his knee down to 7. 16-yard gain for Arkfeld. Boy, he's a player.
He is.
And good that Armor Insurance red zone to make sure your protection never breaks down. Call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. First and goal for Harlan, 6-yard line of Atlantic, 2:27 and counting to play.
Yeah, I mean, they're just that quarterback. He's a thorn in our side.
They'll send 1 receiver wide left as Harlan. That is. Here's the snap, handoff to tailback. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown Harlan. Redmond, the tailback from 6 yards out, made it look easy, Perry.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy play for him.
For a 6-yard run for the Cyclone touchdown.
Like I said, I think we woke up a sleeping giant.
No doubt about it. 2:07 to play first half, and Harlan now up 20-7, pinning the extra point by Spangenberg.
Number 8, Jacob Spangenberg.
Cyclones made some adjustments there. McNeil on a 39-yard touchdown run, and then it was all Harlan after that. They went 3 and out of their opening drive, and they have been nothing but moving the ball. Here up 20-7 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Here's the extra point. Spangenberg kicks it through. 21-7 Harlan back in 30 seconds.
Attention RV and sprayer owners. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto is your local CarQuest retail store. Here's some valuable advice you'll thank me for later. Don't wait. Get your RV antifreeze now from Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto before fall prep and harvest take over your schedule. Available in single gallons, cases, bulk 55-gallon barrels. Winterized while the weather's still good, you'll be glad you did. Trust me, you'll say, that Amy Jo thinks so fast she's like a twin-turbocharged Z06 Corvette. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto, your winterization destination.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
2:07 left to play here, Fergie, and you got to be impressed with the Cyclones.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, it's a mixed bag of tricks. The only consistent run is Arkfeld in that RPO type deal. But they're throwing the ball around the field and, keeping them off the guard. It's just, going to have to figure something out at halftime.
Yeah.
We need a turnover by the Cyclones is what we need.
So Harlan will kick off again. Spangenberg will kick it for the 4th time tonight. Cyclones kicked it off to open the ball game, and they'll get the ball at halftime. Deep backs to Killian and McNeil. Killian now on the near side, McNeil on the far side. They switch positions there on the return. 2:07 to go here in this first half, 21-7 Harlan. Spangenberg will step into it, and it is a high winder, and it's going to be picked up by McNeil at the 11-yard line. He cuts back to the near sideline, and Harlan's defense is there to make the stop. He gets across the 15 to the 17. And a flag is thrown after the foul.
After the tackle.
Looks like it might be against Harlan.
Oh, he pointed at somebody.
It's going to be a 15-yarder, I believe, on the Cyclones after the tackle.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Kicking team, number 10. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So Atlantic will get 15 more yards off that return, and that'll help them with 2:01 to go in the first half. They've got time.
Yeah, they got time.
So unsportsmanlike conduct. They're going to mark the football across the 30 up to the 33-yard line. First down and 10. A Brown shoe fit first down for Atlantic. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Cyclones. with 2:01 to go in the first half. 21-7 Cyclones. Here comes Atlantic. Ritter wide right. Brock Goodrich left. Here's the pitch to McNeil, trying to get the left side. He gets across the 35, breaks free, 40, and he's hit in the helmet. No call. He gets to 41, up the 42-yard line. Nice gain by McNeil.
Yeah, 11 was coming, but I think 42 got a good block on him because he was coming.
Shields made the stop, the quarterback for Harlan. 2nd and 1 for Atlantic. They got a good gain off the left side. Ball at the Trojan 42 with 1:33 to play. First half. There's a pitch to McNeil. Gets a block. McLaren across the 45, 50, 45, 40, down to 35, 30, and he's brought down out of bounds inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Whoa, what a run by McNeil.
See, going outside, that's working.
And they're going to mark the ball at the 27 of Harlan Community with 1:23 to go here in this first half.
Number 11, Dallas McDowell.
McDowell ran him down, but McNeil showing his speed down the far side. And a first down and 10, Atlantic at the 27 of Harlan Community. 1:23 to go in the first half. Under center Parker, he'll take the snap. Here's McLaren, and he spins off a tackle, gets across the 25.
Number 42.
And they're going to mark it just inside the 25.
I think we got timeout.
A timeout called by Atlantic. Trojans driving here with a big run by McNeil. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to High School Football on KS 95.7 FM or live stream WesternIowaToday.com.
Every client's needs are unique. At Armor Insurance, we're dedicated to getting you the best coverage at the best price. How do we do it? By working with multiple trusted insurance carriers. Why? Because one size doesn't fit all. Neither does one carrier. As your agent, we will work to find the right coverage that fits your home, auto, farm, crop, business, life, or health insurance needs. We don't just offer options, we inform you about them, ensuring you understand your choices from coverage through claims. So here at Armor Insurance, we're here to protect you. Armor Insurance with locations in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs.
On KS 95.7.
I think for the timeout on the play, they're now 2nd down and about 8 yards, 7 yards to go for the Trojans. The ball at the 24-yard line of Harlan Community. Trojans call a timeout to stop the clock, Barry.
Yeah, which is, I mean, we can get some points yet before we go in at a half, which would really help the team because it seems like right now the heads are kind of hanging down a little bit because they're not used to this. It hasn't been like this for a while for them. So, I mean, it'd be nice to get some points out of this.
How do you respond to adversity? There's going to be some in a game like this. Atlantic 2 receivers left, 2 right. McNeil, the lone setback. Parker out of the shotgun for the 24. 2nd and 7. Oh, the snap is high. Parker gets it. He's in trouble and sacked back at the 31.
Nice snap to Parker.
Bad snap to Parker, but he was able to salvage it.
We got a timeout again.
We're going to have to get a timeout.
Yeah, we called a timeout.
Another timeout by Atlantic. The ball back at the 31.5-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 15 for the Trojans. When we come back, 30 seconds.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the Keep You Going store.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
3rd down and 15 for the Trojans after timeout, Perry.
It's 3rd down and 15. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Ball at the 32 of Harlan Community. With 1:13 to go here in the 2nd quarter, the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic will come up here. They're going to need something big. They might have to put it in the air here. And a big 3rd down play. They'll send Ritter wide right and Brock Goodrich wide left. McLaren flank left. Now the shotgun is Zayden Parker. Back into motion is Xander Killian. Here's a snap to Parker. Looks to throw. He's going to fire downfield to Goodrich, and it is caught! It is caught! Oh, man, inside the 5.
Inside, and he was smothered. I mean, I thought they were going to call pass interference, but they did it.
Oh, what a play. Brock Goodrich makes the catch at the Cyclone 3. And the Trojans have a brown shoe fit first down. Brock Goodrich is hurt.
Oh,
he made the catch, and then he's down right now. Hinman will check in. And we'll take another 30-second timeout. Atlantic first and goal. The Harlan 3. We're back right after this.
4824.
Going to first and goal from the 3-yard line. Parker under center. He's going to take it. He's going to hand off to McNeil. Touchdown, Trojans! Touchdown, Trojans! Oh, how about that?
I told you. We just needed a little. That's great. Going into half with a little boost. Awesome runs, awesome blocking, awesome catch. That's just way to go, Atlantic.
Ethan McNeil with the touchdown. Atlantic now squeezed the lead at 21-13. Killian to kick the point after with 39 seconds to play here in the first half. Snap, set, kick up, and it is good. We'll keep it right here and head outside to Kevin Ferguson. Fergie?
Yeah, well, that was something we haven't seen a lot of this year is out of that slot, attacking the middle of the field in the air, Perry. And it proved to be very successful for the Trojans. That's a lot easier pass for a big guy to catch when it's coming across its middle than when he's turning to the outside.
Right, exactly. And again, I was waiting for pass interference because it looked like that DB was all over him, but perfect throw. Had really good blocking by his offensive line to give him time to make that throw. So it was very well ran.
And set up well with the run.
21. We had a big run by McNeil, then the big pass play to Goodrich. And that was capped off by a McNeil 3-yard run. And now Atlantic down by a touchdown, 21-14. Ethan McNeil with his 13th touchdown of the season. He came in with 1,061 yards, and he's headed for another big night. So Atlantic will kick it away down by a touchdown on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 39 seconds to play first half. Here's a Killian. Ready to kick off for Atlantic, and he's going to step into it, a high end-over-end kick. And that's going to go to the end zone, a touchback.
All right.
So no return. Yeah, that was big, Fergie.
Yeah, it was. If he'd have caught it and slipped and fell, that'd been better.
Yeah, we can't get that lucky.
Well, you can
always hope.
Pray.
Yep, you can always hope.
Cyclones first down at 10 to 20, so will they go for broke here and try to get a big play here with 39 seconds to go? Boy, Atlantic, you got to give them credit. They're down 21-7. They didn't have anything going for them, and then they come back with a drive and a touchdown. Two big plays.
With like 2 minutes to go.
McDowell wide left for Arkfeld under center. Offset eye for the Cyclones, and they're going to pitch it back to Redmond. He's going to cut inside across the 25, gets the 26, 27-yard line. A good gain of 7, second out and 3. And timeout called by Harlan Committee with 31 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yeah, I saw why.
Oh, boy.
I can see why he was hurt.
2 players hurt for Atlantic. One is Muller.
And the other one's Hedrington.
And the other one is Hedrington. Oh, goodness sakes. The 2 senior linemen are both down right now. Now Muller's going to get up. That was they both kind of had an awkward landing on that tackle, and Muller's going to be up here.
Yeah.
He's going to come off, and Hedrington still be intended to. It's going to be second down and 2 for Harlan from their own 28 with 31 seconds on the clock here in the first half. And anything can happen in this game. That big drive. Game recap, Atlantic held Harlan on a 3-and-out right out of the gate. Trojans in after they were stopped in their opening drive. McNeil scored a 39-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Killian, good to make it 7-0, and then Bendorf. Schneider and Redmond all scoring for Harlan. They scored 21 straight. Early second quarter, it was Bendorf on a 4-yard run. Then 8:18 to go in the second quarter. Schneider on a 44-yard catch in the end zone, a beautiful catch and throw. And Redmond polished off a drive late first half on a 6-yard run to make it 21-7. But Atlantic comes flying back with McNeil on a 3-yard run, and Hedrington is hobbling off the field.
Yeah, I think he got twisted up pretty good in that pile.
Well, hopefully he'll, it's just a stinger, but we'll see here. He's, boy, not looking good as he comes off the field. So Atlantic will come out here. Back on defense, 2nd down and 2 for Harlan, and they've got a new defensive tackle on the left side, and that's going to be Draven Mitchell now at left defensive tackle. Hedrington will take to the bench there, and they'll see if they can't work out that issue. 2nd and 2, Harlan, 31 seconds to go in the first half. Cyclones up 21-14. Harkfeld under center, hard count, takes a snap, hands off to Redmond. He weaves his way across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Gain of just 3, but he does get a first down, a brown shoe fit first down.
Wales made that tackle.
Jake's had a whale of a game. I tell you, Harlan takes a timeout with 22 seconds to go in this first half of play. And
was good enough for a Cyclone
so Atlantic,
first down, so be first and 10.
We'll see where Moeller is down there, and he was able to walk off by himself. They're working on Hedrington right now. See if he can get back in the game. Halftime show coming up, and we'll hear from Atlantic head cross-country coach Dan Vargas. And the girls finished 3rd yesterday in the Hawkeye 10 Conference cross-country meet at Shenandoah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
With that kind of competition.
Yeah.
Harlan won it.
See, aren't they? They've been just winning stuff all year, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. You're right, Perry. I mean, they've been dynamite. Trojans had 3 runners make Hawkeye 10 All-Conference. Atlantic boys finished 9th out of 11. Their lead runner, was Mason Betts, and he finished 5th overall. He broke 17 minutes, and he is all-conference, and he's got a lot of big goals ahead of him. Next week, Atlantic is going to be running at the Iowa State University cross-country coach in a state qualifying meet. The top 15 runners advance to the state meet in Fort Dodge. 22 seconds left. The ball at the 31 of the Cyclones. They'll have a brown shoe fit first down at their own 31-yard line. And Mitchell now at left defensive tackle for Atlantic for Hedrington. Cyclones break huddle. They'll send 3 receivers left, 1 right. That's Nelson wide right. Harkfeld out of the shotgun. Looks to throw here. Takes it, stands back. Here comes the pressure. It's caught. Nissen at the 35. Gets to 36. He is smothered there. Hard hit.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, that was Jake Wales again, guys.
Yeah, he smothered that one up pretty good.
Whoa.
Tackle made by number 54, Jake Wales.
He picked up about 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Timeout Harlan again. With 14 seconds to play in the first half of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Well, Perry, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I mean, Harlan, they were cruising pretty good. I mean, it was just like, here we go again. But Atlantic, they answered there with 2 minutes to go. And, I mean, of course, Atlantic's in the game. We just got to keep everybody healthy from here on out.
No doubt about it. I'm looking for Muller on the sideline.
He's standing there.
Okay. Well, the Cyclones call their. They got 1 timeout to go here. 14
Muller's
seconds.
good. He's
on the
walking
clock.
around.
That's good to see. Thank you. Oh, yeah. There he is down there. He's going to be ready to go second half. Cyclones have their own 36-yard line. And they'll bring it up on a first down at 10. 21-14 Harlan Italy here. Price Center leading Shenandoah 15-6. ACGC over Riverside 42-7. That's for a district title there. Nelson wide right, Arkfeld under center on a 2nd down and 5 and 36. He's going to throw it, rolls right, fires, and it is caught and out of bounds at the 49 of Atlantic by Nelson.
Yeah, about 1 play left. Well, usually 6 seconds, but there's 8 seconds left.
15-yard gain on that pass play to Nelson.
Using that one to set up that long bomb again.
We'll see if they go
Nelson's reception will give the Cyclones
to the end zone with this.
First down. It'll be 1st and 10.
Nelson makes the catch.
49-yard line.
His 14th catch of the season. 8 seconds to go. 21-14 Harlan. They got the ball on the 49 of Atlantic. First down at 10. A brown shoe fit first down. Snap. Arkfeld to throw again. Fires. It is caught and out of bounds Nelson. Inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 12 yards in the play and a first down again. A brown shoe fit first down now with 3 seconds to go. 1 play left.
Another 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line.
Like Fergie said, they're letting them get the scrub plays because they're trying to set up for either one big one or they got a kicker that thinks he can make it that far.
Audubon leading 60-0 at halftime over Exira EHK. Ball at the 37 of Atlantic, 3 seconds on the clock for the first half. Schneider will go wide left. He caught that 44-yard TD pass here a little bit ago. Nelson to the right. Here's a snap back, empty backfield. Arkfeld, he's going to go for broke. Here's the bomb downfield. He's got Schneider, and it is incomplete. And that'll be it here in the first half. Harlan Community with a 21-14 lead over the Trojans. Harlan gets the ball to start the second half. Your thoughts, Perry Fief?
It's keeping me quiet. I mean, I can't say much because it's a good game. We're in it. We're in it pretty well. It's just Harlan's got some weapons, but we're showing them that we got some weapons too. It's just who's going to give up first? We're only down by 7 at half. That's good at halftime.
Let's go down to Kevin Ferguson outside. Kevin.
Well, Atlantic has proven they can move the ball and score on the Harlan defense. Now the gambit comes back to Atlantic's defense and figuring out what they can change at halftime, get some more pressure, and get off the field.
Yep. Halftime brought to you by Aiken Building Center. When you want it done right, see the folks who do it best. Aiken Building Center. We're going to talk to Atlantic head cross-country coach Dan Vargason coming up right after these.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
It's football season, and at Brown Shoe Fit in Atlantic, we're all about first downs and being your first choice in quality footwear. Whether you're hitting the pavement in Brooks, dominating your workday in Hoka on Clouds, or grinding it out in Brunt work boots, we've got your feet covered. And when it's time to relax, slide into cozy comfort with Uggs, plus more of the top brands you trust. Touchdown-worthy shoes, hometown service. That's Brown Shoe Fit in beautiful downtown Atlantic.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends 12/31/25. See dealer for details.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to halftime. Atlantic trailing Harlan 21-14 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Boy, the Trojans were stopped in their opening drive. They stopped Harlan 3 and out, and then Atlantic capped off the drive with a 39-yard run by Ethan McNeil. The extra point good by Killian made it 7-0. Then the Cyclones ripped off 21 straight points. Brody Bendorf, with 11:56 to play in the first half, scored on a 4-yard run. Schneider caught a 44-yard touchdown pass with 8:18 to go in the first half, made it 14-7 Harlan. And then Redmond scored on a 6-yard run with 2:07 to go in the first half to make it 21-7, but Atlantic came flying back. McNeil had a big run. Brock Goodrich had a big catch all the way down to the 3-yard line, and McNeil finished off the drive with 39 seconds on the clock to make it 21-14. Atlantic able to hold Harlan off there late in that first half, and we're at 21-14 here at the halftime break with the Atlantic Trojan Guard outperforming here, and I find the middle school bands also is going to be out performing as well. And we're joined by Atlantic head cross-country coach Dan Vargason. The regular season is over. It's time for the state qualifying meet, Coach, coming up next Wednesday at the Iowa State University cross-country coach in Ames, hosted by Gilbert. And I want to go back to the meet yesterday, and we'll start with the girls. Really a solid performance. They finished third overall in the meet with 88 points. 3 runners making all-conference, Coach, and your thoughts on the performance.
I was really happy with the way our girls ran. 3 all-conference runners is always exciting. That's great. And then getting the team in third, that was their goal at the beginning of the season. Every year when we start, we about day 2, we make our goals, and the girls said they wanted to be top 3, and they got top 3. So anytime you do that, you're always excited, and they were able to get that, and they got it by 2 points. That's all you need. So, the thing is, we had the 3 all-conference girls. Katrina finishes 11th, and then Caitlin Hickman 13th, Gabby Engler 19th. But then we had a lot of people in the 4, 5, 6 doing a lot of work to get that team points, passing some Lewis Central girls down the last quarter mile to get that team 3rd place finish. So it was definitely a team effort yesterday.
No doubt about it. And, talk about the girls' progress during the season, Coach.
Well, I think that it's just come a long way. I think overall they've just really improved physically, but even more so mentally. A lot of kids that early on in the season, there might have been a little bit of a, when there's that struggle, just that it's easier to quit on yourself. And, if you've ever been out running, you want to quit. It's not always fun when you're pushing through. You're going up a hill and you're racing people. It's not that you quit running. It's just you slow down and you don't push through some of that pain. And now we've got kids that are running 26s and 27s, some 28-minute races, and now they're down to 24s. And we got some kids that were 25s that are now down to 22s. So times have been coming down. The competitiveness has changed. Kids that you could see just the look on their face, and you could see when they were going to back off or not putting their foot back on the gas at the end of the race.
Who would you say, or whom would you say would be the most improved this season?
Oh, man, that's tough. Caitlin Hickman has come a long way, but Leighton Wales and Jimena Mendez, those girls in the middle, they've come a long way as well. We knew what Katrina was going to bring us. Gabby Engler's been really consistent. But, that whole middle pack has come a long way. It's hard to single one out. So I've just been really happy with the way that whole middle group has done. Just a tremendous job. And then even the girls that aren't getting their names said tonight, the people that have run in the 7 spot for us, there's been so much competition. Clara Comer, she's cut a lot of time. Henley Kaufman, she's done a great job in that spot as well. So just the constant competition, seeing kids compete there. Your thoughts on the state qualifying meet for the girls coming up here on Wednesday? Yeah, it's going to be competitive. Looking on paper, we always map it out, and it's just like filling out a March Madness bracket, to be honest with you. We look at times, we look at the fastest times of the season for everybody, and a lot of the kids' fastest times, including our runners, were in meet 1 and 2. You run a lot of flat, fast courses. It's cooler weather early on in some of those races in the morning. So it's kind of hard to put that together, but then I went and pulled some of our races, everybody's last race, and it puts Katrina around the 15 to 18 range. Top 15 qualify for state with a minimum of 5 non-team qualifiers. But right now on paper, Des Moines Christian's the favorite. They're number 2 in the state. Winterset just beat Gilbert in their conference. Sorry, flip that. Gilbert just beat Winterset in their conference meet. Winterset's ranked 7th and Gilbert's ranked 10th or 11th, and then North Polk is ranked 18th. So those teams are the teams that are the favorite, but then we're right there in that 5th spot, and we obviously want to go in. A couple of years ago, I think we were ranked 8th or 7th or something like that, and we got knocked out of a qualifying spot. So we're due to return somebody a favor. We've got some kids that are running really well, and again, it's one of those, we go in with no pressure. These other teams have teams hunting them down. It's a fast course, it's a flat course, and our kids are becoming very plastic runners, very whole. We've worked on the mental game all season. We've worked through all that. We've learned how to deal with emotions. We've learned to deal with the big stage. So hopefully when we get there and we put it all together, we'll be good. Very good. Let's talk boys. They finished 9th out of 11th place, and you got to talk about Mason Betts. He finished 5th overall after the home meet. His goal was to be in the top 7, and he certainly did that. Yeah, 5th place finish, and last time we were there, we ran a 17:21 2 weeks ago, and he ran a 16:48. Yeah. So when you cut 33 seconds off the same course in 2 weeks, you're not mad as a coach when a kid can go out and do that. I wish I could say I did something, and that was him. So it's just great to see kids like that go out and learn and just change the way they raced. Really smart race, and then getting 5th place in the conference right now is pretty impressive. So really happy the way he raced, earned himself all conference, and set himself up really well going into state qualifying for sure. Talk about the rest of the crew there. Yeah, from there, Thomas Singler came in. I think he was 20 seconds under what he ran last time at Shen 2 weeks ago. He finished 2nd for us, and Cooper Kinney, he ran really well. Anthony Akers, those guys were right there. They brought in a little bit of a group. I thought really well, and I think it was a season best, Nolan Kinney. He raced really well for us. I was really happy with the way that he raced. And then we just had kind of a pack after that, just a little bit too much fall off. But Caleb Anderson ran really well. I think he ran one of his better times of the season and helped himself make a case for postseason. Preston Williams, he was off a little bit, ran a little bit back further from where he had been. So again, just guys going out competing, trying to make themselves a case for this postseason stretch.
What do you do between now and Wednesday, Coach, to prepare for this big meet?
Make them feel really good about themselves. Training doesn't do anything. You don't want to overtrain and get tired, so you got to keep yourselves running. We gave them the choice on Saturday. They could go run a little bit on their own, just light jogs, nothing over about 10 minutes or so. Sunday off, and then Monday, Tuesday, we got a team night Monday night. We're going to watch cool runnings. A lot of kids have never seen that, so what's more inspirational than watching a Jamaican bobsled team? It's a classic, so we'll watch that. I don't know if it's actually a classic. It's just a great movie. So we'll watch that, carve pumpkins, have some burgers. So just stay relaxed, have some fun, take pressure off, but also get mentally engaged. We've been there all season, working on the mental side. We read 2 books as a team. We didn't really read them. It was more we broke it down for them and did the science behind the mental training and the things like that. A lot of teams just train their bodies, but if you don't train the brain, that's way more important than running, and that's, I think, a big reason why our kids have cut so much time, become more engaged and more tough this year. Last year, we really lacked toughness, and this year our kids have been way more with that side. So right now it's just sharpen the kids up, make them feel fast, make them feel ready to go, then get them confident to go out and beat people.
Talk about that mental training. I think we have before, but we can revisit that and talk about the tool used here.
So we read 2 books. One is How Bad Do You Want It? It just talks about different coping strategies for distance runners, bracing yourself, pacing during a race, audience effect, how to use cheering, group effects of what your brain does when you're running with teammates and things like that. And then this year we added a new book I read over the summer called Do Hard Things by Steve Magnuson. He was part of the Nike project trying to get runners under 2-hour marathons. And he just talked about how we've always gotten toughness wrong, and people try to just pound into their brain, just run through everything. But instead it's more about embracing what you're feeling during the race, engaging with those feelings, dealing with it, and then running through it. So it's the strategies for how to deal with it and embrace that. You want to feel what you're feeling. You don't want to quit when you get it. So it's just teaching kids how to deal with all of that. But it's also on the coaching side. How do you teach runners to do that? How do you give them the choice to do that without quitting? So it takes a new mindset on toughness, and I think that's something we get wrong a lot in our society. We let kids off the hook, or we try to go to the old school, ram their head into the wall and hope it works, and there's an in-between somewhere, and that's what we're going for.
I did notice something during the award ceremony last evening at Shenandoah. Just the enthusiasm of the team, and we're talking about the middle school runners as well, and we can talk about them. I mean, they've had a good year, your JV and then the varsity, but just, when one of the runners got awarded something, just a lot of enthusiasm. You've got a pretty good group of kids here.
Oh, yeah, our kids love each other. Obviously every team has some conflict. Everybody's going to have that, but in general, our kids love each other. They were cheering the gym. Every time one of our kids got announced, our group went nuts. The middle school kids weren't even there. Half of them weren't there to receive their awards. Coach Eichel's going down there, and he's getting applause for the kids that did. It's just really cool to hear that. Some teams are like, yeah, we've been there. I'm like, that's great, but we still celebrate when our kids get something. We did not tell our kids to do that. That was all on them. They were having a great time, smiling and enjoying it, wrapping up the first part of championship season. But like you said, our middle school kids ran fantastic as well, and that's the future of our program. Those are kids that we want to see continue to come out. We had a Hawkeye 10 champion, Gage Schrader, on the boys' side. But, behind him, there were a bunch of kids. I'm not going to try to list all of them because if I forget a kid, someone's going to be mad at me. But watching those kids grow this season, the toughness, it was awesome to see that. And then the girls' side as well. The numbers are up. We're going to continue to try to get those numbers up. But Coach Eichel and Coach Henderson do a great job with those kids. It's good to see the parents interacting with our high school. I think there's a lot more of that. Our high school kids cheering for those kids. And then our JV kids, like you said, we had more rotation this year than last year. Kids going in, beating out spots, and now we've got a mess to deal with as a coaching staff for who's running on Wednesday, which is awesome. And we actually had lower numbers. We ended the season with 13 boys and 13 girls, so we're down a little bit. We're going to need to continue to see kids come out, and our sport's hard, but it's not that hard. I mean, it's not. I run with the kids. I'm 35 years old and out of shape, and Coach Mosier, she's running with the kids. So if we're out there running, there's no reason why more people can't be out there. And there's a lot of kids in the high school that are not out for a fall sport. So I want to see more people joining ours. But also right now, shout out to our football team. They're right here with Harlan, trying to get themselves a playoff berth. Volleyball season was much improved. Seeing the swim team, I see posts with times coming down. So it's awesome to see our fall sports engaged.
Coach, always appreciate you, and thanks for your time, and we'll see you in Ames on Wednesday.
Sounds good. Thank you, Tom.
You bet. Atlantic Kid cross-country coach Dan Vargas is joining here at halftime as the Atlantic Middle School Marching Band is now performing in front of the large crowd here in Atlantic. Our halftime show brought to you by Aiken Building Center. When you want it done right, see the folks who do it best. Aiken Building Center. We're back with more halftime right after these.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
On KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl here. Tom Robinson, Perry Fief, along with Kevin Ferguson. It's halftime, and a lot of activities going on. We had senior night ahead of the game, and then now the youngsters, the future Trojans, are coming out. The Pee-wees, Perry Fief. And, big night here, the Atlantic High School Marching Band performing their final performance of the season. They've done a great job under the direction of Mr. Jared O'Donnell, and the middle school band also got to take part as well. Well, Perry, Fergie, your thoughts of the first half. Take it away.
Thoughts on the first half.
All right. Go ahead, Ferg.
Well, like I said at halftime, just before halftime there, got to figure something out on defense and you'll be fine. But that's a tough task.
Yeah.
That first series, it looked like the Trojan defense was going to be just fine. And then Harlan, of course, they pulled out the playbook and said, okay, well, let's try this. And it worked for them. I talked in the beginning of the game about chunk plays, and chunk plays have kind of hurt us. So, there you go. That's my take.
That's not bad, Ferg. I agree with you 100%. I just think, it just seemed like it was great that we got back up within 7. But when I was watching the sideline, and these kids, to not be hanging their heads when things aren't going their way, they kind of got to toughen up and realize, it's a dogfight. This game is a dogfight. I mean, Harlan's been in this situation so many times in their history in the last 40 years that they know what it's like, and Atlantic just kind of got to you got to stiffen up, get a little meanness in you, because Harlan's got the little meanness in them, and they got the swagger right now, and Atlantic's got to take that swagger out.
Well, yeah, and you got to retake the line of scrimmage on both sides.
Yeah,
you've got to own it.
I mean, and I hate saying this, but they had to haul Donovan Hetherington. Yeah, he got hurt pretty good that last play when they had to take him off the field, and they kind of had to haul him away. So he will not be back in, and he's pretty. He doesn't leave the field, so we got to find some guys to step up for him and take over.
And he's an emotional leader as well.
Yeah. So some of these seniors need to step up and carry it on.
Some of the scores at halftime here are Weeb over Cam, 54-0. Greene County and Creston, they're tied at 21-21. That's a battle. ACGC big over Riverside, 49-7. Carroll over Perry right now, 49-0 at the half. Tri-Center beating Shenandoah 15-6. Audubon at half was leading 60-0 over Exira EHK. Just some of the scores we can bring you here at halftime. And boy, Croston hasn't won a game this season. They're one of the best winless teams I've seen.
I agree, 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen,
they've been in a lot of dogfights.
Football program, the future of your Trojans.
And it's nice to see these young kids. And I like the way they've changed up Pee Wee football, too. Because I coached them when they were in the 3rd and 4th grade in pads and 5th grade in pads. And making it back to flag football so you don't scare the kids off so they want to come back year after year. And you don't get a tackle until the 6th grade where, you've matured just a little bit. And so I'm glad that's the way they do it now.
Well, and Perry did, I guess, to add to that, the junior high programs have had a lot of success.
Yes.
Over the last several years, and they're kind of dominating. They just carried on in high school, and 7th graders only lost one game this year. Just a close one to Glenwood. One of their key players was injured, and but in that game, and they beat Harlan last night.
That's great.
So they've had a great year, and we'll see what this freshman crew. I think they lost 2 games total in junior high, and they've had a little bit of a struggle lately.
And what was really nice, I heard it from the junior high coaches, is it's so nice that we kind of have this league, this Pee Wee league, and by the time you're in the 6th grade, you know how to get dressed. So come 7th grade, the coaches aren't showing you how to put your pads in your pants and how to tighten up your chin strap and how to mold your mouthpiece. And there's some things you got to kind of learn before you get into some fierce football.
No doubt. Halftime, we've got a couple of minutes before the kickoff, and we'll recap that first half again. Atlantic went out on the first drive. They did get a first down or 2, but they had to punt. Harlan went 3 and out. And then Ethan McNeil scored from 39 yards out with 3:38 to play in the first quarter. Atlantic led 7-0, kind of off the races. And then, as Perry mentioned, I think one of the key comments we heard in the first half was Atlantic woke up a sleeping giant.
Yeah.
The Cyclones went to work and scored 21 straight. And they took a 21-7 lead. Brody Bendorf on a 4-yard run. Schneider caught a 44-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Arkfeld. Arkfeld just thread the needle. It was an over-shoulder catch and really had good coverage.
It was good coverage.
Yeah. 14-7 Harlan. Then Redmond scored another 6-yard run to polish off a drive with 2:07 to play in the first half to make it 21-7. But guys, give Atlantic credit. They came back. And 39 seconds to go. They had 2 big plays. McNeil had a big run, and Brock Goodrich caught a long pass down to the 3-yard line. And then McNeil scored from 3 to make it 21-14 here at the halftime break. Killian's made both PATs for Atlantic. So, second half, keys to Perry here.
Well, keep the penalties to a minimum. I think Coach Satoff might do something a little different with the defense. Maybe he'll, stunt some linebackers. It's just hard to say, but again, we got to find a replacement for our center and our D-tackle and our long snapper on punts. And like Fergie said, he's a big leader. So hopefully some of these guys step up, but it can be done. You're taught next man up. So this is the next man's up. You got to take over.
Halftime show brought to you by Aiken Building Center. When you want it done right, see the folks who do it the best. Aiken Building Center turnovers first half, I believe. 0 turnovers.
Yeah.
Penalties have been to a minimum. Atlantic had 1 big penalty, though, and that really led that. Fergie mentioned that, Fergie. The penalty on the kick return that would have put the Trojans in pretty good field position, kind of buried him back, and Harlan took advantage of it, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the key to that was you gave them good field position. That was, even if you just get 9 yards and kick, you're almost at the 45, and the way we punt the ball, possibly could be in the 20, and it makes a huge difference.
It does, and not getting pressure on the quarterback because Gabe Arkfield has a quick release.
Yes, he does.
He didn't stand back there.
No.
I mean, it's boom. Halftime is over. It's brought to you by Aiken Building Center. When you don't want it done right, see the folks who do it best. Atlantic will kick off, and this is Killian. There's the kick and run away. It's going to be a short kick. Schneider, nope, it's going to bounce at the 12-yard line. Picked up and returned by Nissen across the 20, 25. Dodge the tackler, gets to the 30, and a good return from Nissen up to the Cyclone 30-yard line. First down and 10.
Not bad for muffing the punt or the kickoff and still getting like about 15, 20 yards.
The Trojans on defense to start the second half. As Landon Nissen, a 5'11", 170-pound junior, he's been kind of kept in check in the first half. He's the leading receiver with 313 yards and 15 catches. He caught a couple of balls in that first half, but Schneider was the man of the hour. As the Cyclones come up first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 21-14, Harlan Seed Pro's scoreboard. Twin receivers left. Back in motion is Cooper. Now out of the gun, Arkfeld, and a long count, takes the snap. He's going to throw it, fires a spot pass to this and caught. 35, cuts inside and brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 7 right out of the gate. Hunter Nelson was there to make the stop for Atlantic, and Shelton Wallier was also in the vicinity, second down and 3.
I mean, again, it's just he gets the ball and it's out of his hands.
Well, the receiver comes out on the corner, and the safety just isn't playing press. So he's playing back about 12, 15 yards. And, man, when you get rid of it that fast, that just gives him a lot of room.
Gave him, 7 yards.
David Mitchell playing that left defensive tackle. Atlantic four-man front. Muller left defensive end is back in there. Snap to Arkfeld. He's going to keep the football across the right side. 40, 45. Gets to the midfield stripe, runs to a tackle, and dives forward to the 48-yard line of Atlantic. And it was Grant Petty to make the stop, and Arkfeld with a big run and a brown shoe fit first down for Harlan, the 48 of the Trojans.
Well, it is like the guards get out on our linebackers so quick that they're making some good holes. Harlan offensive line is.
A brown shoe fit first down for the Cyclones at the Trojan 48. When receivers left, McDowell comes wide left. High backfield with Bendorf and Redmond. Arkfeld under center. He'll take the snap, hands off to Redmond. He'll slice the left side, gets the corner, 45, 40, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line. Shelton Wally was there. Jake Wales has had a great game. Was able to go laterally to make the stop as well. But a big gain, 2nd and 2 for Harlan Community. A pickup of 8 yards.
So they're getting chunks of 8 and 15 on first down. I mean, I hate saying it, but that offensive line is doing a good job.
And Redmond's quick. I mean, he is a quick runner out of the backfield. He's had over 500 yards coming in. Nissen wide right and Nelson left. Nelson had a couple of key catches the first half. Arkfeld under center. Brindorf right up the middle. Gets the first down, the 35 of Atlantic. Gain of 5 yards in the play. Second down, or first down and 10 for the Cyclones. And they're starting off in good shape here.
Run will set up the Cyclones for another 1st and 10.
Atlantic's front line with Mitchell up there now. McLaren and Muller. They've been running a 3-man front.
Well, Donovan's back.
Wow.
And he's walking pretty well.
Holy moly.
Wonderful. Arkfeld under center. First down and 10. A brown shoe fit first down. Here's Redmond, and he's hit by Muller in the backfield. Muller came from outside the right defensive end and made the stop. A loss of 1, second down and 11.
That was nice to see. That's all right. Well, now that I got the sling off, I know it's. Just don't punch it too hard.
I forgot Perry with that shoulder. I keep tapping him on the shoulder. And
because I don't want to cry on air.
2nd and 11 for the Cyclones at the 36th of Atlantic. 9 minutes to play, third quarter. The Seed Pro scoreboard. 21-14 Cyclones. Gabe Arkfeld under center for Harlan Community. He'll take the snap. Spot pass caught by Nissen, 35. And he's going to run to the 30, and he's brought down inside the 30-yard line.
Quick screen pass.
Gain of 5 of the play. In fact, 6. 2nd and 4 to the 29 of Atlantic. He spotted the ball inside the 30 to 29.
Sawyer Terrell.
They have quick passes. Like I said earlier, Arkfeld does not set up in the pocket. He gets rid of it quick.
Yeah.
Dan Marino quick, man.
Yeah, like it catches it and he flings it.
3rd down and 4 for Harlan, the 29 of Atlantic, and the Seed Pro scoreboard up 21-14. Arkfeld under center, high backfield behind him. Here's Bendorf plowing off the right side, stretches
He didn't get it.
to the 26 and did not get the first down. He's a yard short, 4th and 1. Cyclones in 4-down territory. They'll go for it.
Oh, yeah. They'll do a hard count first, so hopefully they watch the ball.
The ball at the 26 on a 4th down and 1.
You know the quarterback's going to keep it. He's not afraid to run. So.
You're usually right, Perry, so we might just call that ahead of time, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be quarterback somewhere.
4th and 1 hard of the 26th of Atlantic. Arkfeld under center. And he's going to hand off to Bendorf. But oh, boy, I don't know if he got it. Atlantic says no. Harlan says yes.
It's going to depend on the spot.
Oh,
and
where are
the
they going to spot the ball?
is not good.
His knee went down to the 26. And they're going to have to measure this one. Fergie, what do you think?
I think it was a kind of a generous spot. They're giving it to him.
Harlan gets a first down and 10 of Brown shoot that first down to that 4th and 1 of the 25 of Atlantic. Cyclones have chewed up about 2 minutes off the clock here on the opening drive.
I might add that it wasn't Arkfeld, the quarterback, like Perry said.
Yeah, so I've been wrong all day. I've been wrong a lot today.
Not that I want to point out that Perry's wrong.
Yeah, you did. I get it.
By the way, crying on the air is really kind of funny when you do it.
Nissen wide right, they'll send a receiver left. That's McDowell. High backfield behind Arkfeld under center for the 25. He'll take the snap, play action. He's going to throw the football. He'll stop and pop, and it is caught. Incomplete. Almost intercepted.
Almost.
It went off the hands of his intended receiver, Nissen, and the Trojans almost there to get the pick. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. The ball back at the 25-yard line of Atlantic. Oh, would that have been big?
That would have been huge. We've been practicing that all week.
Oh, you guys, you're good in unison. 2nd and 10, Harlan.
Well, we're not singing. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Next time we're going to try to put a little harmony to it.
There you go.
Ball at the 25 of Atlantic. Out of the gun is Arkfeld. Twin receivers to the right sid. Arkfeld. Oh, ball is a bad snap. He's going to pick it up and a flag is thrown.
It's going to be 5 back.
That's false start on the center.
Did it ever happen to you, Perry?
No, I told you last week. I just ran with it. I didn't hang it.
2nd and 15 for Harlan. A very rare penalty for the Cyclones here in the ballgame. They had a sportsmanlike conduct against them in the first half, and now they got a 5-yard illegal procedure, a false start. Back at the 30 of Atlantic, it's going to be 2nd down and 15 for the Cyclones. And we're under 8 to go in the 3rd quarter, 7:47 to go on the Seed Pros scoreboard, 21-14 Harlan. Arkfeld out of the gun with 2 receivers right, 2 left. McDowell and Sorensen left. Now the Cyclones jump again. The right tackle got in a hurry.
Jake Wales showing blitz off of that far side. And that kind of made that tackle go, wait a minute.
We need to get the crowd involved in this.
2nd down and 20 now for Harlan. Back at the 35 of Atlantic. Back to back. Illegal procedure, Perry.
Yeah. 2 in a row.
Arkfeld will join the huddle. 7:31 to go, 3rd quarter. 21-14 Harlan, their opening drive of the 2nd half. And they're about milked 4.5 minutes off the clock.
You don't usually see them going backwards that much.
Schneider, Nissen wide to the right side. Nelson flank left. Back in motion, Nelson left to right. Arkfeld in the gun. Another false start. Harlan's lost 15 yards in 3 straight false starts. They're going to take it back to the 40-yard line.
But are they doing this on purpose so they can throw a long ball?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
2nd down and 25. The ball at the 40 of Atlantic. 7:11 to go. 3rd quarter. 21-14. Harlan with the lead over Atlantic. Schneider wide right. Sorensen and Nissen. 2 receivers left. They spread the defense. Here's a snap to Arkfeld out of the gun. Sets up. Now he's going to stop and fires a deep pass down the middle, and it is incomplete. Grant Petty with a tip in the end zone. Now 3rd and 25 for Harlan Community.
Good coverage.
Yeah. As soon as Petty saw the pass was not going by his guy he was defending, he took off for after that ball. So that was very good. Did you see that? Ferg, did you see that?
I did. I was very impressed.
Yeah.
He showed some wheels back there, gentlemen.
He did.
Third down and 25 for Harlan. 6:49 to play in the third quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. The fans are excited here on the Trojan side. 3rd and 25 to the 40 of Atlantic. Cyclones spread it out again. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Snap back to Arkfeld out of the gun. Here comes the pressure. He'll fire. It is caught by Schneider at the 35, and he's wrapped up and spun down. A gain of 5 is all. 4th down and 20. Now for Harlan Community.
They will. You know they might.
Oh boy. Schneider is down.
He was twisting and turning.
He was trying a second effort. And Schneider's going to sit up and get up. He's going to be all right. Good to see that. Whoa. Didn't like the position he was laying in for a minute, but he's up and he'll have to go out for a play. He'll be all right.
You know Harlan's going for it.
4th down for the Cyclones at the 34 of Atlantic. It's 4th and 19.
He didn't want to come out.
No, he's a player. He's a player. So the Trojans back on the defensive end.
Another quick reminder, girls
Tyler Hadley, the linebacker, was first to get out there. That outside linebacker on the left side, Wales and Rudy. Wales has had a lot of tackles tonight, leads the team coming into the ball game. 4th down and 19 for Harlan. Gain of 6 on the play. Arkfeld out of the gun, 3 receivers right. 1 lone setback. Snap. Arkfeld to throw it. Sets up, fires one deep, and it is incomplete. Atlantic takes over on downs.
Just a little, what'd they say, that he could never overthrow the receiver? Well, he did. Never say never.
He did twice.
And Carter Hadley, the linebacker, was on coverage there.
Yeah, he sure was. And running foot for foot, step for step, foot for foot. Probably heard the footsteps back there from, that bruiser, Carter Hadley.
Atlantic has it 1st and 10. They hold Harlan.
I think Heather, he's back in at guard.
6:14 to go here this third quarter. Snap. Give. McNeil. And he's bottled up, and he doesn't go anywhere. And a loss of the play of a yard back to 38. 2nd down and 11. Boy, that Cyclone defense is swarming like a bunch of bees there, I'll tell you.
Well, like Fergie said, there's 8 in a box.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
No, Stevens made the stop. Go ahead, Perry.
I think Fergie's right. I wonder if we can do a little dump pass in the middle.
Second down, 11 for Atlantic.
Do my center screen.
Ball at the 33 of the Trojans. We're down to 5:38 to go. Third quarter, 21-14 Cyclones. Parker under center. Here's the snap. They're going to shoot the gaps. Here's McNeil off the left side and spun around the 40. He's flipped. He gets 6. Across the 35, the 40-yard line, and a quick hitter off the left side. Now 3rd down and 4 for Atlantic. Oh, what a big play this is.
Yeah, we just.
So, guys, Hedrington is in the game?
Yeah, he's. Yep. I mean,
wow.
I'm not saying the game
is fantastic.
Yeah. I think he's got a knee brace on, or he's got something around his knee, but.
3rd down and 4 Atlantic. The nose of the football not quite tickling the 40-yard line. They'll send Ritter wide left and Goodrich wide right. Eye backfield behind Zayden Parker to 3rd and 4 from the 40. They're going to pitch back to McNeil. Gets a block from McLaren, and he gets across the 40
That's
to 41.
12.
That's Sander Killian.
Yeah.
He got a couple to the 42. Now it's going to bring up a 4th down and 3, and what do you do here?
Well,
boy, I hate to see this drive stop.
I know, but you don't want to give him that position.
They're going to punt the football. Killian will be in the punting.
They don't trust Atlantic either. They got no one back to receive.
Nobody's deep for Harlan. 4:20 and counting to go, third quarter, 21-14 Cyclones. Wiersma will check in at that right offensive tackle. There's a snap, a good one. Killian's punt, almost blocked, gets it away nicely. Spiraling punt, no one deep. Hits at the 20 and then finally down by Muller at about the 21-yard line. That's where the Cyclones will take it a 1st down and 10.
It's kind of funny, though. I was hoping they might fake it, but when Harlan thought they were going to fake it, that was a good thing they punted it.
4:02 to go here in this third quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Harlan's second possession.
Would have been a good time for a center screen.
Right. On a punt.
Ball the Cyclone 20. Well, there's nobody deep.
Right.
You know, I mean, I could have pulled something off there for a timeout. Here comes the Cyclones at their own 21. 4 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. 21-14 Harlan on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Their drive stalled by 3 straight illegal procedures. Snyder, this is the quarterback Artfield and the keeper, and he gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Or 26, excuse me, a gain of 5.
His shoe came off.
Second down and 5 for the Cyclones, and Artfeld has been a real key on this offense.
Oh, man. I mean, Coach wasn't kidding. He said this is going to be the toughest quarterback we faced so far.
And he certainly has been. 3:33 to go third quarter. Harlan on a second down and 5 for the 26-yard line. They'll come up. The ball just beyond the 25. 2 receivers right, double tight end set. Snap, handoff, and gets across the 25 to the 27-yard line for a gain of 1. Redmond on the ball carrier for Harlan Community. Third down and 4.
It's going to be one of his quick passes, I have a feeling.
Hank Roberts was in for a spell. He comes out. Hunter Nelson back in. 2:50 to go here in this third quarter. A quick moving third quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Cyclone 27. Artfeld empty backfield out of the gun. Here's a snap. He'll throw it. Fires right side. Caught for first down across the 35 to 36-yard line. The Browns shoe fit first down for the Cyclones. Nissen made the catch. That's going to be at the 36-yard line. Nelson, on the catch for Harlan. Now Roberts back in and Nelson out. A Browns shoe fit first down for the Cyclones with 2.5 to go third quarter. 1st and 10 for their own 36-yard line. Ball for Hanks. McDowell wide left. High backfield is Artfeld under center. Back in motion near side, and they're going to hand off to Redmond, and he's hit by Roberts and brought down for no gain. Roberts was there to make the stop for Atlantic.
That's nice.
He filled that gap nice, didn't
yes,
he?
Yes, he did. He went right in there.
And that running back went backwards for the first
time. Yeah.
Stood him up and back.
Roberts, during our interview for the senior spotlight, said he wanted to get a solo tackle on special teams. I think that was a solo tackle
that
there.
Was pretty much. He was the one that made
it was
the
special enough.
That was special enough.
Second down and 9 for the Cyclones at their own 36-yard line. Snap back to Artfield, and he gets a couple to the 40-41. He picked up 4. 3rd down and 5 for Harlan Community. Trojan defense came out to play in the second half.
Right, but man, I can't. It's right in front of the official. I can't say anything. I gotta be polite. Gotta be a good boy.
3rd down and 5. 1:17 to go. Third quarter, Cyclones with the football up 21-14 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll send 2 receivers right, 2 left. Artfeld out of the shotgun set with 1 man in the backfield. Here's the pass coming up. It is caught. No, incomplete. Incomplete.
11.
How about that from Sawyer Terrell?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, baby.
First punt for Harlan, right?
Harlan will punt for the first time.
No. They punted.
Second time.
Yeah, second or third. But still, that was awesome.
Oh, now the Trojans maybe can turn the tide here. Down 21-14 with 57 seconds to go third quarter. And they've turned the Cyclones away twice.
Yep.
Now the punt coming up.
Number 12, Killian.
Now this is where you might want to watch Harlan because they might fake it.
McDowell, the punter, he's averaging 37 yards a punt.
They're too deep.
The ball at the 41-yard line to be snapped back to McDowell at his 30. And here's the punt, and it is a high kick. It's going to land at the 26 and go out of bounds. Atlantic will take over the first down at 10 there. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Atlantic gets the ball back. They're going to mark the ball at the 24 of the Trojans, first down and 10. Atlantic defense impressive here in the second half.
Yeah, good job, Trojan D.
We'll see if they can get something going offensively. Parker will join the huddle. Harlan scored 21 straight points in the first half to take a 21-7 lead. Atlantic scored late second half with 39 seconds to go on a 3-yard run by Ethan McNeil. He has 2 touchdowns, both tonight. I backfield behind Parker. Here's the play action fake. Here's the pass, and it is incomplete. That's a flag.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'll tell you what gave it away. Sorensen, the defender,
raised his hands.
He looked.
He looked for the flag. Okay.
So Atlantic get a 1st and 10 here.
And in his defense, it was a good play.
Yeah.
He was beat. The pass was going to be there.
It was going to be a touchdown.
Yeah.
It was going to be a touchdown.
So maybe not a bad penalty by Sorensen because he was beat.
Yeah, sometimes that pass interference is not a bad thing when you're playing defense.
The ball at the 39-yard line of Atlantic. 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. First down and 10. A brown shoe fit first down. Trojans with the football. Parker under center, back into motion. Hinman to the left. Snap, pitch back to McNeil behind McLaren. Gets a block across the 40, 45. Cuts back inside 50. And he gets to the 49 of Harlan Community. A pickup of 11. Another brown shoe fit first down for Atlantic. They're on the drive.
That was a good block, too. He followed his blocks. Everybody had helmet on helmet. And that was very good.
And once again, yards after contact were amazing.
Ball at the 49 of Harlan Community. Atlantic first down and 10, driving here. They're down 21-14 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Here in the waning moments of the third quarter, but Atlantic has some momentum here. They'll send Ritter wide left. Zayden Parker under center for Atlantic. I backfield behind him. And the handoff is to McNeil, and he runs through a crowd and gets smothered at about the 47.
Gets 2.
48-yard line. He got a couple of yards. And that's going to be it here in the third quarter. 21-14, Harlan, a scoreless third. Atlantic with the football in Harlan territory. We're back in a minute on KS 94.7 FM and our live stream, WesternIowaToday.com, TV, and YouTube.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the keep-you-going store.
Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. We start the fourth quarter. Atlantic with the football in the Cyclone, a 47-yard line. A second down and 8 for the Trojans. 21-14, Harlan Community, a scoreless third. Parker will duck under center for the Trojans. He'll take the snap. Play action. Rolls left. He's got a man. McLaren makes the catch at the 45-40. Down to 35. Gets to the 30. And he's brought down inside the 30, the 28-yard line of Harlan Community. Ooh, I like that play.
That's almost like a center screen.
It just wasn't in the center.
That's why I did the center.
Atlantic gets a brown shoe fit first down to the 28 of Harlan. Trojans trying to get this thing knotted up here in the fourth quarter. 11:43 to go in the game. 21-14, Harlan with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Ball at the 28 of the Cyclones. Parker under center. He'll take the snap. Hand off to McNeil. Off the left side. Cuts inside across the 25. And he's brought down to the 24 in an awkward landing. The Trojans have it second down. Gain of 4. Second down and 6 for the Trojans. Nice job there. They're going to...
Darn 11. He's just everywhere.
McDowell's really had a night. He's got his hands on his hips, too. The guy's...
Doesn't leave the field, does he?
No. He's been split in on the offensive side and in linebacker of the defense. Parker will join the huddle. Second down and 6. Atlantic at the 24 after gain of 4. Ritter wide right. Hinman now goes flank left or wing back left. High backfield to behind Parker. The snap and play action. Parker sets up to throw. Here comes the pressure. Parker rolls right. He gets rid of it. It's incomplete.
Good choice.
Yeah. He got hit. Keep your mouth quiet.
Ritter was the intended target, but way overthrew him, but he was pressured.
Oh, big time.
By that big guy, that 6'8" defensive tackle that came around that right side. That is Nielsen. Jasper's
impressed
just a
with
sophomore, 295 pounds, a ball at the 24. Go ahead, Fergie.
Impressed with Parker looking left, looking right, and looking back left and back right. So he's showing a lot of progress here.
Good point. Went through his progression. Then the pressure. Third down and 6. Atlantic at the 24 of Harlan. Parker takes a step, pitch back to Killian. He's got a convoy. And he's a flag's thrown. He's thrown down for a loss of about 4 yards. And we had a flag on the play. We'll see who this is on. Probably Atlantic.
Officials talking to Harlan, so it's going to get holding against us, I think.
Against the Trojans.
Blocking the back.
Uh-oh.
That'd be the second time tonight for that.
Well, when you string it out like that, that's easy to do.
Yeah.
So now we'll get the signal from the official holding against Atlantic.
Offense, number 88. The pen is declined.
Fourth down and 10 on loss of the play. Football is set down at the 28-yard line of Harlan Community and a fourth down.
Kick a field goal?
Well, that would be
a long one.
Where's it at? The 28-38. It'd be a 45-yarder. Now, he has kicked a 42-yard field goal. They're going to go for it on a 4th and 10 for Atlantic. A big play. The ball at the 27-yard line of Harlan Community and a 4th down and 10. They'll spread it out. Out of the gun, Parker takes the snap. Here comes a rush. He's going to fire it down deep to Killian. It is caught! Touchdown, Trojans! Touchdown, Trojans!
Wow.
Oh, my! Oh, my!
All right, I got to say something. All right. The reason the quarterback had time because 47 was in there and he made one heck of a block on the back side of the quarterback.
I saw that.
Did you see that first? He made one heck of a. Can't cuss on there, but he made one heck of a block.
It was huge.
That helped that play the most.
Extra point to tie. Here's a snap to set. The kick is up. It's good. We're tied at 21. Back in 30 seconds. We've got a game.
This is Jay for
First Winnie Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Atlantic has scored 14 straight points now. They tied up at 21-21 with 10:13 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Wow. Go ahead, Perry.
Fergie, I know you saw it. When 47 thought he was on the kickoff team and he come walking off, all the coaches gave him a high five and you could see him say, "You did the great block."
Yep.
You saw that?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's great to catch that because that was key, guys.
Oh. It was huge. Their quarterback would have been smothered.
Good job of color commentary, fellas.
That's probably a Chris Shooting hit of the.
There you go. There you go. Kickoff by Killian. 10:13 to go. We're tied at 21. Here's the kick, a high end over end. It's received at the 10-yard line. This is Sorensen. He spun around and hit at the 20. Atlantic is fired up. We're tied at 21-21 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Cyclones have it back on their own 20-yard line just beyond. Oh, my goodness.
And this is where, right now Atlantic's got momentum. We got to keep this momentum.
The ball spotted at the 21-yard line of Harlan Community. First down and 10 with 10:06 to play in the ball game. We're tied at 21-21. The Trojans down 21-7. They scored just before half to make it 21-14. Now tied up. Harkfield out of the gun. Snap. He'll keep it all the way. He's going to be hit and spun down just shy of the 25. He picked up 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Tackle made by number 54.
A good
Jake
defense. He
Wales,
got,
and number
what,
71,
3,
Jack
2?
Miller.
Wales and Muller made the stop. 2nd down and 6 for the Cyclones. 9:47 to play. Hetherington will come out of the game. Or no, that's not Hetherington. Check that.
57. I can't remember his name.
Here comes the Cyclones on a 2nd down and 70 yards to go. Football on their own 24. Harkfeld will have 3 guys shift to the left. He's his empty backfield, takes the snap, sets up in the pocket. He'll fire a deep spiral to Snyder, and incomplete. Overthrew him.
Pressure by Goodrich.
Good thing he overthrew him because there was no one covering that dude.
Yeah.
He was wide open.
He come out of that slot, and we didn't pick him up real well.
No.
I think the thing, we hear the bell a lot here on this 3rd down, and the Cyclones have been forced to a lot of 3rd down plays by this Atlantic defense, and we're hearing another one here. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7 for the Cyclones. The ball at the 24. They'll come up with twins right and twins left. Arkfield out of the gun, takes the snap. It's a low one. He'll fire, and it is incomplete. Oh, they're going to call a flag. Oh, he threw a flag on the play. Great timely hit by Atlantic, and we've got a penalty flag, and it's going to be pass interference.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Arkfeld's pass incomplete, intended for number 88.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Trojans just got a tough one there, and I mean, official was there.
Yep, you can't argue.
No.
They're getting paid.
So it's going to be a penalty against Atlantic, and that Atlantic would have turned him away. Great coverage by the Trojans. Wow. Wow. That is a big break for Harlan Community. They're going to mark it up to the 44-yard or 39-yard line, at a Brown shoe fit first down.
They had it.
Wow. That's a tough break. Well, here we go. Back to defensive end. 9:17 to play. We're tied at 21-21. Nelson wide left. Arkfield will step up under center. One lone setback behind him, and this is going to be Bendorf running the 45. Picked up 6 yards there. 2nd down and 4. Hadley was there. Make the stop for Atlantic.
Nelson.
Gain of 6 on the play.
2nd down and 4. The ball at the Cyclone 45. 8:53 to play. Tied at 21-21. Cyclones come up. Arkfeld out of the center right now with his eye formation backfield with Bendorf and Redmond behind him. Here's Bendorf off the right side, and he gets some good yardage to about the 46.
Bendorf up the middle.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 for Harlan Community.
Yeah, Mo Wells. It's 3rd and an inch?
Yeah, 3rd and not far. Well, this drive was about over with, and then the pass interference call by the Trojans and gave the Cyclones some new life here. They've got a 3rd and short. The ball in the 49 of Harlan Community. Nelson wide left. Nissen wide right eye backfield behind the quarterback. Arkfeld under center. High backfield. He's going to hand off to Bendorf. He gets the first down. And more down to the 46-yard line of Atlantic.
Harlan's tough enough in between the tackles, Perry.
Yeah, they are. That's kind of their bread and butter, seems like sometimes.
First down and 10, Harlan. The Browns shoot for first down at the 47 of Atlantic. 7:47 to play. We're tied at 21. Arkfeld will break huddle with the Cyclones. Nelson to the right, Nissen to the left, double tight end set eye backfield. The power set for Harlan Community. From the 47 of Atlantic, here's Arkfeld, handoff to Redmond, skirts the right side, gets to the 45, 44, and brought down by Colin Rudy at about the 42-yard line. A pickup of 5, 2nd and 5 for Harlan.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little chippy, too. I think they're starting to kind of do a little jaw. You might want to watch yourselves on the jaw.
Football at the 42 of Atlantic. 7:07 to play. This game has got huge playoff implications. We're tied at 21 and Harlan moving. Following that pass interference call at the 42 of Atlantic. Nelson Nissen wide left. McDowell to the right. Arkfeld under center, right backfield behind him. Here's a snap, handoff to Brody Bendorf. Bendorf, he's hit. He does get some positive yards to the 41. Oh, Jack Muller, hello.
He almost did a belly-to-belly souffle. He wrapped him up.
Another third down for Harlan. Jack Muller with a Chris Houghton dozer hit right there.
There you go.
That was a big one. Bendorf able to keep those legs chucking for a yard to the 41 of Atlantic. Oh, boy, is this big. 6:19 to play. 21-21. Ball at the 41 of Atlantic. Nilsson, one receiver left, two to the right side. Arkfield empty backfield. Now brings this in the back into motion, and Arkfield keeps it across the 40 down to the 36-yard line. He gets the first down.
He ain't afraid to run it. That's a design play. They're not afraid to run him. He's like a running back, quarterback running back.
So Brown shoots at first down for Harlan Community. They get to the 36 of Atlantic. 5:59 to play. We're tied at 21-21. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros each and every ball game. Seed Pros, their goal is your profitability. Contact John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dankla, and Nick Knutson, your Pioneer Pros. Here we go. Cyclones with a first down and 10 at the 36-yard line of Atlantic. Nissen wide left, Nelson wide right, eye backfield. Arkfield under center. They're going for ball control here.
Yep.
Here is Redmond up the middle, cuts outside 30, 25, 20, and he gets to the 15, and we got no flag.
Wow, you can see the jersey come away from the pads.
Oh my gosh, and it had a huge impact on the play.
Yeah, I mean,
Grant Petty was trying to close down, and 17 just grabbed hold of the inside of his shoulder pad. And
can't say anything, I guess.
It's a Brown shoot fit first down at the 14-yard line of Atlantic.
Sorry for yelling.
In the Armor Insurance red zone, to make sure your protection never breaks down, call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. Harlan deep in the Armor Insurance red zone with 5:12 to go. We're tied at 21. Arkfield out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to keep the football off the left side. He gets some positive yards. Down to the 12-yard line for a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Yep, and they're doing what I wanted Atlantic to do. They're just eating up the clock.
Under 5 to play.
Keeping it in the middle in case they got to kick a field goal.
They're getting down in that field goal territory. Spangenberg has a 26-yarder this season, his only attempt, and he drilled it for 26 yards. McLaren comes out of the lineup. Draven Mitchell goes in at that right defensive tackle for Atlantic. 2nd down and 9 for Harlan, 4:34 to go. 21-21, trip receivers left. Arkfield out of the gun, takes the snap. He rolls right now, cuts back inside across the 10. And he's leg tackled at about the 70-yard line. Wales again on the tackle with 4:20 to go.
Man, the quarterback is something. I mean, I hate bragging about him, but
he's a real deal.
He's a real deal.
4:10 left. 4:09 left. Clock running. Hank Roberts checks back in. 4 minutes to go. Cyclones have the ball on the 70-yard line of Atlantic at a 3rd down and 3. 21-21. 3:54 to play. McDowell wide left. Nissen right. Eye backfield. Arkfield will give to Bendorf, and he is bent. And tackled the 6 for a gain of 1. Now it's a 4th down for Harlan. Wales made the stop.
They'll go for it.
4th and 1. The ball at the 6 of Atlantic. 3:30 and counting to go.
Oh, nope. Bring it in the field goal unit.
Got to.
Clock still running. We're at 20 on the play clock. 3:20 left.
Watch the fake.
So Spangenberg will attempt the field goal. They're going to set it down at the 13-yard line. A 23-yard attempt. Probably a chip shot for him with 3:07 to go. Here's the snap, the set, the kick is up, and it is good. Atlantic will have the ball, though. They're down by 3, 24-21, 2:59 to play. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We're back with the kickoff coming up.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at El Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. Atlantic will get the ball. They're down by 3, 24-21. At least they held.
Yeah, they held them to 3.
Yeah, they held them to 3 points.
So that's all they've scored the second half is 3 points.
Exactly.
Atlantic scored
14.
7.
Oh, yeah.
Trojans will send
They're
McNeil deep. He's at the 5-yard line, and Killian back at the 4.
They're going to score 14.
Yep.
So Spangenberg will kick it away. The Trojans have 2:59 to go here in the ball game. They did it against Creston. We'll see if they can do it against Harlan. 24-21 Cyclones. Here's the kickoff by Spangenberg, and it is a high kick. It's going to get out of bounds. It goes out of bounds. Boy, he's been flirting with that all night.
He's been trying it all. Well, I think we're going to just take it at the 35, I take it.
So Atlantic will have it a first down and 10. Good field position.
Free kick, out of bounds.
They're going to re-kick it.
Place, 35.
Nope, you're right, Perry.
Keep
First
it.
down.
35-yard line. First down and 10 Atlantic.
Spangenberg's kick goes out
Well,
of
here we
bounds.
go.
Trojans will start their drive.
2:59 to play. Atlantic down 24-21 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. The ball at the Trojan 35.
Yep.
Now's the time, big boys.
Yep. This is where your gut check right here.
They'll come up the ball far hash with Killian wide left. Ritter wide right eye backfield behind the quarterback. Zayden Parker, he'll take the snap, pitch back to McNeil, cuts inside the block, now gets outside, he's hit and dropped. A loss in the play, he didn't have anywhere to go.
No.
Loss of 2 on the play.
They'll take it back to the 32-yard line, a loss of 3, second down and 13.
Yep. I don't like saying it, but Harlan's got speed on that defense. I mean, they fly.
2:37 to play on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Second and 12, the 32-yard line, of Atlantic. Killian wide right, Ritter left, Parker under center, high backfield. Now they shift Roland Hinman to the tight end right. Here's the handoff to McLaren off the left tackle, breaks through, and he gets to the 4. We got a whistle.
And a flag.
False start.
I'm against Atlantic.
False start. Offense.
5-yard penalty.
4-yard penalty.
Ouch.
Still second.
They'll take it back inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. Second down and 18 for the Trojans with 2:16 to play. 24-21 Harlan Community. With the lead here, Zayden Parker will check in for the Trojans. What a game tonight, Perry.
We said it was going to be close.
Oh, boy. Here comes Atlantic. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Zayden Parker, the quarterback, out of the gun. He'll take the snap to throw. He sets up in the pocket. He fires over the middle, and it is caught! Oh, he dropped the ball. Oh, man, Killian made a great effort.
Incomplete.
He landed hard, and he gets up. He's a tough kid.
That 28 got his hand in there just at the last minute when they were going to the turf.
Good coverage by Harlan Community. That was Ray Scheckinger, Fergie, that made that tip. 2 minutes to play. The clock stops at the incompletion. Now Atlantic with a 3rd and 18 for their own 27. Here comes Molia.
Yeah, you got to bring him in.
He's the guy that caught the pass against Creston. They're not
They're
sure.
going to call a timeout because they don't know who's in and out. And you can tell, Coach.
Timeout.
Yeah.
We'll take it with them. What a game. 24-21 Harlan Community with the lead. Atlantic with the football with 2 minutes to go. 3rd and 18 for their own 27. Back in 30 minutes on KS 95.7 FM.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the keep-you-going store.
Football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. 2 minutes left. Third down and 18 for Atlantic at their own 20-70-yard line. They're down 24-21 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. The Trojans have the ball at the 20-70-yard line.
And kickoff will be at 6 p.m. for them.
Here come the Trojans. Big third down play. Zayden Parker, the gun, takes the snap. He's going to throw the football. He'll fire one deep to Molia, and it is caught! It's caught! Inside the 40, down the 39 of Harlan.
Yeah, but you gotta, people on the camera gotta see it, but it was tipped. He was going down, and he caught it.
My goodness. 23-33, a 34-yard catch. Atlantic still in business. What a catch by Molia.
And he's still in the game, boys.
He'll go wide left, Fergie. 3 receivers right. 1:44 to play. Atlantic driving. Here's the snap to Parker. Hand off to McNeil. Cuts inside. He gets to the 36. A pickup of 2, second down and 8. 1:34 to play. What a catch by Molia.
Yeah, that was quite the catch.
The ball on the 36 of Harlan.
He was going down, and it was fumbling.
24-21, Cyclones with the lead, but Atlantic driving. At the Cyclone 36, 3 receivers right. Parker's thrown some good passes tonight.
Yes.
He'll take it here and throw it again. Pump fake once. He's going to fire to Moya, wide open, and makes the catch. Oh, it's stripped away. He had the ball for a moment and then stripped away. Nice coverage by the Cyclones. Now it's going to be third down and 8.
Absolutely great defense by that back.
Yeah.
It was caught, and once again, he knocked it out of the hands.
Ball at the 36-yard line of Harlan Community. Third down and 8, 1:07 to play. 24-21, Harlan with the lead. On the Seed Pro scoreboard, Sorensen comes out.
They're bringing in their tight end.
Schneider will come in at that right corner.
He's going to, for height. I think it's because of his height.
I think you're right. 3 receivers right. Here is Parker. Takes the snap in the gun. Here comes the rush. He's going to fire one deep. This is Moya. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Trojan! Touchdown, Trojan! Oh, my gosh!
Their plan backfired.
Unbelievable!
Their plan backfired.
Touchdown, Trojans! Oh, my God!
Oh, wow. Unbelievable.
36-yard catch. He did it again.
Yeah. Close games, they go, oh, goodness. And what's great about it is they brought in Heist to guard him, but he had too much speed, and he kind of went by the guy that was guarding him.
Atlantic now up 27-24 with a minute to play. Snap, set, kick, good. Oh, my. Atlantic up 28-24. Harlan has a minute to go. They've got to get a touchdown.
Yeah, but Harlan's got a good offense.
We're back in 30 seconds. Don't go away.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Football on KS 95.7.
I'll tell you, Fergie, what do you think of that, huh?
What can you say? When Moya comes in the game, you know where Parker's going to go with the ball, and he just performs, guys. He just absolutely performs it.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Goosebumps again. I didn't think I'd get that happen again in one season.
Get to Rolaids, Perry.
Yeah, come on to Rolaids.
It's going to be a long minute.
28-24 Atlantic. Here's the kick. It's a short little kick. Caught at the 30, dropped, then picked up at the 35, up to the 39, 40-yard line. Harlan with a good field position with 54 seconds to play, guys.
And they got 3 timeouts, and they got pretty decent field position.
And a good kicker.
Oh, right.
Well, guess
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter good. It's a touchdown.
They got to get a touchdown or nothing.
Atlantic up 28-24. Trojans We're down 21-7 at one point in the game. 54 seconds to play. Cyclones come up on a first down and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Twin receivers left. Arkfeld out of the gun, back into motion. Snyder right to left. Here's the snap to Arkfeld. And it's blocked! His pass is knocked down by Goodrich. 50 seconds to play.
Man. If he wasn't running like a gorilla, I think he could have intercepted it.
I know it. Ball to 40. Second down and 10 for Harlan Community. 50 seconds to go. Malia with a tremendous catch twice, a 36-yarder at the 1 minute mark to play to put Atlantic at 28-24. Cyclones come up on a second and 10 for the 40-yard line. Arkfeld out of the shotgun. Missing the back of the motion right to left. Snap to Arkfeld to throw it. He looks, he's going to throw it deep to Nelson, and it is caught inside the 30 out of bounds at the 21. A 29-yard pass from Arkfeld down to Nelson, who made the catch. Now the Cyclones are threatening at the 21 of Atlantic.
I told you. He gave him too much time.
A brown shoe fit first down for Harlan, the 21 of Atlantic with 41 seconds to play. Atlantic at 28-24 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Harlan near that Armor Insurance red zone here with time at 41 ticks left. Here's Arkfeld under center, right backfield behind him. Now we've got a whistle.
No, we called a timeout.
Timeout called out by Atlantic, and we'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. We're back on KS 95.7 FM.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 41 seconds to go here at Trojan Bowl. Harlan has the ball, the 21 of the Trojans on a first down and 10 of brown shoe for first down.
Wow, I mean, well, we knew that quarterback, he can throw and he can run, and they still got they got 3 timeouts left.
28-24 Atlantic with the lead, but Harlan
with 21 yards to go.
21 yards to go at the 21-yard line of Atlantic.
That's a lot of time for Harlan.
Yes, it is, and they've got to get a touchdown. Atlantic comes on defense. They're lined up. 4-man front. Nelson, one receiver left and one right. That's Nelson, who made that great catch here a little bit ago. Here's Arkfeld under center. Play action, rolls right. Here comes the pressure. He fires into the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Harlan. Nelson made the catch on a 21-yarder. Nelson with the big catch there. Now Harlan takes the lead.
Man, oh man.
So they'll kick the extra point. 30-28 Cyclones. 33 seconds to play.
Number 8, Jacob Spangenberg.
Spangenberg will attempt the extra point. (30-28), trying to make it a 31-28 game here with a half a minute left. Here's a snap to set. The kick is up. It's good. Harlan 31-28 over Atlantic. Well, 33 seconds to go. We'll see what Atlantic can do here. We'll take a 30-second break. We're back right after this.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Well, the Trojans They came line against Creston with 39 seconds to go.
But I took Harlan 3 plays in 20 seconds.
You said, Perry.
Yeah, it took about 20 seconds to score.
Cyclones will kick it away up 30. Should be 31-28, I believe. There.
Yeah, I think they just haven't put it on the board yet.
Score hasn't changed there on the board. 31-28, so they don't have it posted to the scoreboard, but we do, so it's on our...
We know it's 31-28.
So the kickoff by Spangenberg will come up here with McNeil and Killian deep. Here's the kickoff by Spangenberg. It's a high line drive. It's going to be picked up by McNeil. Let's see if he can return it to 15-20. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There he goes! 40, 30, 25, 20. He's gone! Touchdown, Chargers! Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
No flags!
No flags!
Oh, mercy!
Atlantic takes the lead back with 20 seconds to play. You've got to be kidding.
Well, after 20 seconds, Harlan scored in 20 seconds. They got to do something a little better.
That was a 90-yard return.
Does a fat dog fart.
Oh, my
Way
goodness.
to run that ball, baby.
A 90-yard return, unofficial, by McNeil. Now Atlantic back on top, 34-31. The point after coming up. The snap, the set, the kick is good. Oh, my goodness. McNeil with a kickoff return of 90 yards. Now Atlantic leads 35-31.
Yeah, but 20 seconds. Harlan scored in 20 seconds the last time. So that's kind of weird.
We'll keep it right here.
Yep.
This thing is still not over.
They got to kind of squib it to take some time off the clock.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what they did to us, and we still made it.
Right, to make a return. Well,
that was a 13-second run.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it squibbed for about 4 or 5.
He went 90 yards in 13 seconds right up the middle. And now Atlantic has Harlan's back against the wall, 35-31. With 20 seconds to play. So Killian will tee it up. Harlan's huddling up on the sideline. There's the clock is right, 35-31. So Killian will kick it off. Playoff implications all over the place here.
Oh, man, my heart wants to beat out of my chest, but it's a good thing it's sewn up from the heart surgery.
Harlan with one loss to District Atlantic unblemished. If they win this one, they will secure a playoff spot. But this thing is far from over. With 20 seconds to go, Harlan can score at any time. Here's the kickoff by Killian. It's returnable. Here is Sorensen from the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It is hit and dropped to the 35. He gets across the 35 to 36, 37. 13 seconds to play. Well, again, as you mentioned earlier, Perry, Harlan scored
in 20 seconds.
3 plays.
Yep. So we got to get some pressure on the quarterback. You know he can throw it, and he's going to throw it a bomb. Then they got 3 timeouts. To me, that's too much time yet.
35-31 Atlantic by 4 on the St. Pro scoreboard with 13 seconds to play. Schneider wide right. You know Arkfeld's going to wind up and fire. He's out of the gun. In motion near side Nelson. Here's a snap. Pump fake right. Now he fires and it's incomplete. A little miscommunication there.
I think so.
That took 4 seconds off the clock. 9 seconds to play. Petty on the coverage, but that was well underthrown.
Well, like you said, he was streaking down the field, and I think the quarterback thought he was going to stop and turn.
9 seconds left. Atlantic by 5, 35-30 the St. Pro scoreboard. What a game. Atlantic was down 21-7 at one point. After leading 7-0 early, Harlan scored 21 straight. And Atlantic has been Atlantic in the second half. Arkfeld out of the shotgun. 9 seconds to play. Here's the snap from the 37. He'll throw the football. It is caught and bobbled and tackled just shy of the first down.
He smoked him. There's the hit right there. Wales, hit of the game.
So Wales with the big hit.
Wales with the hit of the game.
The ball across close to a first down as he
He ain't getting up right now.
40-70-yard line, and it was a Chris Dozier hit of the game.
That's it. Oh, my goodness. I mean, the bottom of his shoes are red. That's how hard he hit him. We saw the color of his cleats.
2 seconds left to play.
He's winded for sure. I'll guarantee you that. I'm winded.
So we hope for the best here. And
Right. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it was a huge hit, Perry. It had to. The ball is going to be spotted at the 40-70-yard line of Harlan. They'll have 1 play to go here, 2 seconds on the clock. Atlantic up 35-30.
I thought that extra point was good, but
they took it off the clock, so maybe it was evidently not good. I thought it was through. It was 31-28. Now the player Nelson is sitting up, and boy, was he hit.
He was hit. He got the wind knocked out of him.
It was 3rd and short. Doesn't matter. Harlan's just got 1 play to go. They're going to wind up and fire it. And Nelson will be helped off the field. We hope the best for that young man. So here we go. 1 play to go. Atlantic with a 35-30 lead.
And 1 weapon down, so he's a weapon.
He's a weapon. Cyclones will throw the bomb. Atlantic has 4 guys playing center field. Atlantic 1 play away from securing a spot in the state playoffs. They have not beaten Harlan since 2002. That year, Atlantic ran the table and went 13-0. And timeout Harlan. We'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds.
Hello, Big Farmers there.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. Now 3rd down and 1, but it's 3rd down and final play for Harlan here with 2 seconds to go.
2 seconds.
Atlantic up 35-30 in the Seed Pro scoreboard.
It looks like a baseball field. Everybody's out in some position somewhere.
They've got a 3-man front with a couple of linebackers.
Watch the shooting ladder. Is that what it's called? Shooting ladders or whatever?
Probably will, but don't count the Cyclones out here. We'll see what they do. From the 47 of Harlan, here's Arkfeld to throw. He's going to be hit and dropped. Atlantic wins. Atlantic wins.
Back, baby.
Muller made the tackle.
Atlantic beat Harlan.
Atlantic beat Harlan for the first time since 2002. 35-30 on the scoreboard.
That's only the 3rd time since we did it in 1984, and then 2002, and now tonight.
And now tonight, Atlantic is in the playoffs. Unbelievable.
Every 25 years.
Both teams will line up and shake hands. We'll hear from Coach Brummer.
He said it was going to happen.
Oh, wow.
Brummer had faith.
Unbelievable.
And no one left. Look, everybody stayed. It's still packed.
35-30 is what they have on the scoreboard. The post-game show coming up next.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the keep-you-going store.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows...
P and Olson Fuel. Atlantic wins 35-30 over Harlan here tonight. And the Trojans secure a spot in the playoffs. They're undefeated in district play. They'll play for a district championship next week. We're not sure what the Carroll score is.
Well, they were playing Perry.
We'll get that score there and see.
Because I think it was 49-0 at half.
There you go. So it'll be Carroll Atlantic for the district title next week. And what a win by the Trojans.
Oh, man.
Here tonight.
It was just, I mean... It felt like I was playing in it, man. I wore out.
And the Trojan student section, they're going to go out and congratulate the players.
Oh, heck yes. You have to.
Coach Brummer is standing by, and
you got to let the kids come and congratulate their team, man. That's just awesome.
Game recap. Trojans were held in their opening drive, and they held Harlan 3 and out. Then McNeil scored a 39-yard run to make it 7-0 Atlantic. Then the Cyclones scored 21 straight. Brody Bendorf, a 4-yard run early second quarter. Schneider caught a 44-yard touchdown pass at 8:18 to go in the first half to make it 14-7 Harlan. Redmond scored on a 6-yard run to make it 21-7 Harlan with 2:07 to play. Second half was all Atlantic, really, as McNeil scored with 39 seconds to go in a 3-yard run, but he had a big run, and then that pass play down to Killian to the 3-yard line, or Goodrich, rather.
Goodrich.
Made the catch.
Yep.
Atlantic were able to...
Oh, look at this.
Come within 21-14. And look at the student section, all down with Coach Brummer. Carroll did win. Thank you, Michael Sheriff, back at the studios. What a ball game. Atlantic with the win tonight, the big win.
That's cool. He talked to all the kids. All the kids stopped and knelt down to listen to him talk. That is cool. That's respect. I mean, the kids respect the coach. That is so cool.
Something special.
Yep. You don't see that. I've never seen that before, have you?
So Atlantic made it 21-14 with 39 seconds to play in the third quarter. Then Killian caught a 27-yard touchdown pass to make it 21-21. Spangenberg, with their only points in the second half, took a 23-yard field goal, made it 24-21, and then Shelton Wally, with a minute to go, made a sensational catch twice. A 36-yard catch in the end zone, 28-24. Then Nelson caught a 21-yard pass with 33 seconds to go, but the extra point was missed. And that made it 30-28 Harlan, and then Atlantic with that 90-yard kickoff return by McNeil. And the Trojans then led 35-30, and that is how the game ended.
That doesn't go for his rushing, though, right? Yards rushing.
No, that'd be all-purpose yards, though.
Okay, I was going to say.
And he was in the top 2 in the all-purpose yards in 3A. Atlantic in the playoffs, so they'll be guaranteed a game in a couple of weeks. They'll play Carroll for a championship district title next Friday night, and there is a lot of changes there. We'll have to catch what that is, with Kemper a home field advantage.
Yeah. But if we go to Carroll next week.
Go to Carroll next week.
We beat Carroll, and I mean, I don't see how we're not number one when we got a better record than Carroll.
Well, yeah.
See, that's what I don't see about the district.
Carroll's unblemished in the district, so is Atlantic.
Right.
So it just goes by the power, or the RPI, excuse me.
Okay.
And Atlantic was 16, and they made the playoffs. So we'll hear from Coach Brummer coming up here in a moment. Our post-game show is brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel to keep you going company. Olson's in Atlantic. We're back right after this.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the keep you going store.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
And welcome back to the post-game show brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Great food, Godfather's Pizza. And quality BP fuel to keep you going company, Olson's in Atlantic. 35-30 Atlantic with a win. The Cyclones did miss that extra point.
I thought they made it. Yeah.
But, they missed the extra point. Doesn't really matter.
Mm-mm.
Atlantic had the 90-yard kickoff return and took a 35-30 lead. Harlan didn't have a lot of time. And the Trojans with the win tonight, the first time since 2002
awesome.
to beat the Harlan Community Cyclones here. Big second half for Atlantic. They were down 21-14. They got a key touchdown late in the second quarter, make it 21-14, and then they scored 21 straight points and to win 35-30 over Harlan Community, and unbelievable game. Hey, injury report coming up, brought to you by Body Basics. Call 254-BODY, get your body back to basics. We're back right after this.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
It's 4th and long, and you're gearing up for the drive of the game. But wait, are your tires ready to go the distance? This is Josh. Extreme Auto has the tires your vehicle needs to tackle every mile. Whether it's the daily runs, the weekend getaway, or on the road to the big game, Extreme Auto keeps you rolling strong. Don't punt on safety. Score big with new tires from Extreme Auto in Atlantic. Extreme Auto. Every drive is a winning drive.
Welcome back to the postgame show, and Coach Brummer just got the
ice
bath on the field.
And he didn't have a clue.
No, he did not.
Body Basic Chiropractic brings us your injury report. We did have one Harlan player hit there at the end. We hope for the best of that young man who's helped off the field. And that longest drive of the game brought you by Extreme Auto. We're ready to for your longest drive, and it's we know what that is. It's McNeil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And Atlantic took that lead 35-30 at that point. And Harlan had, 20 seconds?
20 seconds, but you remember they scored only in 20 seconds to go ahead of us, too.
Right, 3 plays in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So Cyclones certainly were not out of it.
No, they had 3 timeouts.
Then the sack at the end of the game by Jack Muller, and that took care of that. The Doge of the game coming up by Chris Houghton, Earth Moving, digging it every day. We're back with that right after this.
With the many different types of insurance policies and all the different options, knowing what insurance policy will work best for you or your business can be confusing. At Partners Insurance, we know the best coverage is the one that fits your needs, your goals, your tolerance for risk, and of course your resources. Our agents are committed to helping your family or business navigate the often confusing world of insurance. For help navigating through your insurance options, contact Shannon at Partners Insurance today at 712-243-4392.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience,
quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
Welcome back to the Olson's BP post-game show. Still out of breath around that game. Guys, we had a couple of big plays there, big hits there in the game, and talk about that.
Well, I know the one I'm going with, and Fergie agreed 100%, but it was Wales when that last hard hit that we saw, it was phenomenal.
That might have been the Chris Houghton hit of the century.
Yeah, that reminded me of like Jack Lambert, just laying that guy out.
Man, was he hit.
Yeah, this is like, man, there was no tomorrow for that kid.
35-30 the final, and we're going to get to Perry's Word of the Week coming up next. That's brought to you by Lyman Ag, and we'll get that. We're going to hear from Coach Brummer. Coach Kevin Ferguson had a chance to talk to Coach here just a little bit. As we get to that Perry's Word of the Week brought to you by Lyman Ag, where their goal is your profitability. Your Channel C dealers, Lee Satoff and Jimmy Swanson.
Are you great with paperwork and have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results.
Attention RV and sprayer owners. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto is your local CarQuest retail store. Here's some valuable advice you'll thank me for later. Don't wait. Get your RV antifreeze now from Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto before fall prep and harvest take over your schedule. Available in single gallons, cases, bulk 55-gallon barrels. Winterized while the weather's still good, you'll be glad you did. Trust me, you'll say, that Amy Jo thinks so fast she's like a twin-turbocharged Z06 Corvette. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto, your winterization destination.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff with Lyman Ag Supply. When you partner with Lyman Ag for your fields, you'll experience our seedsmanship at work, committed to working with you through year-round customized service. We are committed to your success. It starts with placing products to perform, extends to evaluating crop development throughout the season, and continues well after harvest into planning for next year. Expert advice, customized service, and elite products. We're Lyman Ag Supply, and our goal is your profitability. Give us a call.
Welcome back to Postgame Show brought to you by Olson's BP, and we get to the Word of the Week. Perry, what'd you have?
Well, it was dumb.
Chicken fried steak covered in gravy.
Gravy.
Yeah, okay. Gravy was the word.
Because I said gravy a couple times, but it was like
I finally got one.
Yeah, I was waiting for something better, but just like, okay, I got to get it in somehow.
35-30 the final. Atlantic with a win over Harlan tonight. They're undefeated in the district. They'll play Carroll for a district title next week. Kevin Ferguson had a chance to talk to Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer. Kevin, take it away.
Well, first let me preface this. This gets a little long for good reason. So
absolutely.
There were some peaks and some valleys, but your Trojans, they didn't stay in that valley. They came marching out.
26 years is how long it's been since we've beaten a Harlan team. This is the closest we've been. The Trojan Bowl is a magical place where good things happen, and Trojan Bowl magic strikes again.
The noise out here was about like being an Arrowhead.
No, the kids did a fantastic job of bringing the energy. We got some good time athletes with big time plays, and they made it.
You know, you came out and Harlan 7-7, and Harlan kind of at halftime looked like they were going to go up 21-7, but your Trojans again just before halftime marched down the field.
Yeah, no, Ethan McNeil had some really good plays. We blocked really well. Nice little bootleg pass from Zayden to Gavin, and outstanding things happen. Make sure they get off without any problems. Make sure they get off without any problems. Hey, Coach Best, make sure they get off without any problems. Good luck. Talk to your linebackers first, though. Sorry.
Anyway, then the second half, Harlan did a pretty good job of bottling up your run game?
Yeah, no, they were really stiff up front. Dallas McDowell did a fantastic job. Brody Bendorf's an outstanding. They have two really good linebackers. Their linebackers coach is pretty freaking good. He knows what we like to do. He does a really good job. He's been bullying me for about 31 years now, so he's kept that tradition pretty well.
Coach, and then the offense and that pass came out, and I don't even know where to start. Shelton Mual, yeah. Shelton had a great catch. They singled it up. That's kind of where we want to go with it. But we were trying to run a B flat there, try to get some yardage there on third for Gavin to get upfield and at least make it manageable. But Zayden saw the one-on-one, Shelton made a play. And then the kick return.
Right? That's why we put him back there. That's why your starters play special teams, because that's like they mentioned in their interviews, special teams is an important part of the game, and special teams paid off dividends tonight.
Coach, I'm going to leave you alone so you can go celebrate.
Good. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good stuff, Ferg. Again, 35-30 the final in Atlantic with a win over Harlan tonight. They will play Carroll for the district title next week, and we'll have the broadcast here on KS 95.7 FM. What a game.
Oh, man. Like I said earlier, it's like I felt like I was in there.
I kid you not, guys. Down on that field, it was so stinking loud. My ears are still ringing. It was unbelievable.
A lot of enthusiasm, no doubt about it. Well, that'll wrap things up here from Trojan Bowl as it's quieted down now as people heading out the gates. Atlantic with a win, and what a season they've had. They go to 6-2 now on the year with one game left in the regular season, and they secure a spot in the playoffs. We'll see what happens next week at Carroll, Perry.
Yep, I think it's going to be a good game. I think we got everybody. We let people know 59.
Hedrington got back.
He's back in.
Yeah.
He was playing offense. We weren't playing him both ways, but he's back. So, I mean, everybody looks like they got to lick some wounds, get some bruises healed up, and be ready to go pound on Carroll.
You bet.
You know, what a statement win. What a fun night. You kind of had a feeling at the end of the half, or towards the end of the half, the Trojans were going to kind of step out of this game. And the way they came back that second half and jumped right back in and just ground it out was just unbelievable.
I would have loved to have been a mouse in that locker room at halftime, because I guarantee you some funny things were said and got the kids pumped up.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. I'll have to ask Satop what was said, because I guarantee
if you don't win, you don't get sandwiches.
Yeah, something.
35-30 the final. Atlantic with a win over Harlan Community here tonight, and they will take on Carroll next Friday night with two undefeated teams in the district just squaring off. For Perry Fief, Kevin Ferguson, Knox McCullough behind the camera, and a big thanks to Michael Sheriff back in the studios. Thanks for joining us.